Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Happy July 1st. We are back. I'm going to wait for some more people to come in, but how is everybody doing? Hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. She says, hey, two chicks. Yes, I've been looking for you ladies. Welcome back. Thank you. Hey, Danielle. Danielle says, hello. Hey, Becky. Becky says, hi. Hey, Susan. How are you, Queen? She says, hey, Queen. Hey, Veronica. Veronica says, greetings. Hey, T. T says, hey. Hey, Alonda. She says, hi, precious one. Miss y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. We are back. We have been in YouTube jail. Okay, it's rolling fast. Let me catch up. Hey, pretty Petra. She says, hello, ladies. We miss you all. Yolanda says, hey, y'all. Hey, queens. Diana, she says, hello, everyone. Liked and shared. Happy July. Thank you, queen. Hey, Cam. Cam says, hello. Hey, Natalie. She says, hey, Carl. T says, y'all haven't posted in 2 weeks. We couldn't, queen. Is it Cheryl? I hope it's Cheryl. She says, hello. Hey, Robo. Robo says, hi. Hope all is well. Susan says, hi, everyone. Moonlight says, wow, it's been a couple of weeks. It has. She says, YT giving issue. Yep. Lavon says, hi, Queen. Hi, Queens. Hey, Queen Patricia. She says, hey, ladies. Pretty Petra. Yep. Moonlight said, knew it. Miss Tawana, hey, Queen. She says, I'm so tired of losing y'all. What is going on? What is going on? Y'all need to stay planted. I need to put y'all in some seeds and put in some rain. She said, missing you like crazy, like my best friend that left me. Oh, I'm sorry, Queen. Nellie says, hey, welcome back. I'm so glad to see you. It's glad to be back. And I'm glad that you guys are here, still here, supporting us. Diana says, yikes, I have been looking for you ladies. Great to see you back. Bruce says, we missed you ladies. Not us, Bruce. YouTube, I guess they're changing, y'all, is what I'm thinking, because not only did our channel get like the strikes or whatever, but I've been seeing where other work from home channels have been getting strikes as well. And when they put strikes on your channels, you are not able to post. Can't post, can't live stream, can't do anything until that time goes by. So it could be a week, 7 days, 14 days, 2 weeks. Just depends on how many strikes you have. Miss Candace, hey, Queen. She says, hey, everyone. Welcome back, Miss Tan and Carl. I sure missed y'all. We missed you guys, too. Patricia says, what in the world did they make up? I don't know, Patricia. I don't know if it's something with the remote job channels or if it's just the finance niche on the platform. I have no idea. Mr. Wanda says, glad my queens are back. Thank you, Queen. Lisa, she says, welcome back. Glad you're back. Missed you. I need a part-time job. Help me. Okay, Queen Lisa. She says, why were y'all in jail? I call it YouTube's jail. Nellie says, I was worried about you guys. Thank you, Queen. Nellie says, we are not going nowhere. Thank you, Nellie. Mr. Wanda says, don't worry, they put me in YouTube jail too. I didn't even know if my grandsons created a YouTube page and they uploaded some music or something and they put you in jail, Queen? Oh, wow. What did they say? Like copyright or something? Moonlight says, I even looked in 2.0 and knew they must be bothering y'all again. Yep. So even if you have two channels in the same niche, They call it circumvent, and you cannot go to the other channel and start posting over there. If one channel is in jail, you cannot go to the other channel, even though nothing is wrong with our other channel. We don't have anything going on that channel, and we could have gone over there easily and started posting and uploading, but it's against their policy. So it's like we had our hands tied, nothing we could do. Even if we tried to go and create another channel, couldn't do that either if it's in the same niche. So now we had to create another channel just on here, just talking or whatever. That would have been okay. But if it's the same work from home, remote job, virtual job, at-home job niche, can't do it. Hey, Monica. Monica says, good evening to everyone. Hey, Queen Adrian. She says, whoop, whoop, hello. She driving and listening in. She says, hi, everybody. Miss One says, they got me on a copyright. I thought they was going to send me. She says, I thought they was not deport you. Hey, money making me. She says, hi, Carl. They freed y'all. Yes. She said, I was about to start commenting on the old videos, hashtag and free. Girl, you so funny. Miss Candace says, they not going to let us be great. T says, is that, see, we've been had the second channel, Miss T. We made that channel 2021. So we've been had the second channel years ago. And then we just decided right before all this happened, let's start posting on the second channel, not knowing that if you have two channels in the same sector, if one channel gets those strikes, you cannot go and post on that second channel, regardless as to if the channel is clean, nothing is happening on the channel, you still cannot post on that channel. It is against their rules. So our hands were tied and there was nothing we could do. Bruce says, understood. We got your back like a chiropractor. Well, thank you, King. Hey, Miss Q. She says, hello. She says, y'all think y'all just got some haters? Possibly. Possibly. Because we still was getting like rude comments. And I just thought that was the funniest thing. People were still coming in our comments on both pages saying just some off the wall type stuff, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's how you feel. Hey, Queen Beatrice. She says, welcome back, guys, girls, liked and shared, been looking. She says, mighty high and low for y'all. Glad y'all are back. Thank you, Queen. Hey, She Humble. She says, I was looking for y'all. Glad y'all are back. Diana said, Miss Tawana deport you. She says, so funny. Queen Patricia, she said, we're going to find out what y'all been playing. She says, I know some don't ever need to go live. Right. Moonlight said, wow. 135 says, hey, Carl, welcome back. I'm so glad to see you. She says, I missed y'all. Thank you, Queen. We missed you guys as well. Beatrice says, welcome back. I've been looking high and low. Thank you, Queen. She says, I liked and shared. Missed y'all. Miss One said, Diana, she says, those threats look serious. Hey, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy says, happy Tuesday. Show some love by liking and sharing this video. Hey, Quita. Quita says, hey, everyone. Pretty Patrick said they deleted 50-some videos from another YouTuber. Wow. That's a lot of videos. Meek says, let's get the likes up, everyone. Happy to see you guys. Pretty Patrick said, yep, she was doing a job channel too. I think too, they don't want the money. So, you know, a lot of people have like these astronomical figures, I say, in some of these titles. But of course, we know that's to get the clicks, the looks, the likes, and all of that. But I think YouTube is cracking down on people posting the money in the title. So we had to go, and if y'all look at our channel, y'all not going to see a lot of our videos anymore. We had to go and take most of them down. Because of that, I think based off of what you say in the title, they will, here comes that robot on the channel. looking and scanning and lurking and all of that. And then whatever the robot says, they snatch the video and then they give you a strike because they consider that as going against their policy. So if you look on our channel, we had to take a lot of our videos down, unfortunately, because of course, some of them do have the money in the titles. So the titles and the thumbnails. So we had to pull a lot of them down. Meek says, how's everyone's summer going? It's been storming every day here in Florida. That's how Florida summers are, though. Meek, I'm on my way to Florida, Queen, probably about 2 to 3 weeks. I hope it ain't raining when I get there. Stephanie said, well, I'm glad you are not in timeout anymore. This is happening to every work from home creator I follow. YouTube is crazy. Yeah. Unfortunately, Stephanie, I just think we had some bad apples in the bunch and that ruined it for some of the good channels. And of course, y'all know these AI bots, they cannot determine what is a scam, what is the truth from what is not the truth. So it's like everybody is, unfortunately, we all in the same bag together. Miss One said, I think tangerines, oranges, and all of those other tropical fruits has something to do with it. That's it right there. What Mr. One said, that is it right there. That's it. Yep. Lana says, hello, beautiful queen. Have missed you guys so much. Thank you, queen. We missed you guys as well. Hey, Thomasina. She says, I was looking for y'all. Glad y'all are back. T says, I need about 5 videos. She said, laugh out loud today. Patricia says, well, boots on the ground now. Yeah. Thank you, Moonlight. Moonlight says, so sorry you're going through this. Many work from home channels all got hit and jailed and had to stop posting jobs. Seems they don't want people to find jobs in unconventional ways. I don't think that's it, Moonlight. I think it has something to do with some of these channels that really don't really post work from home, but they'll come on here and they'll say they may be in a whole different sector, but because see, this is a lot of YouTubers, I'm just going to say this. What a lot of YouTubers do when they first start out, if the videos are not videoing, meaning people are not looking, people are not liking, people are not sharing, they'll go and search for other niches where the views are hitting. And then you'll notice some of these channels, they'll change up and you'll say, well, they weren't really posting that right there at first. And then now all of a sudden they posting it. I've seen several channels doing that. Come out doing something totally different. And then all of a sudden that channel didn't do so well. So now I got to pivot. I got to go over here and I got to do this and I got to do that. So a lot of them jumped in over here on the work from home sector. And when they did that, hate to say it, some of them did not know nothing about no remote jobs, no side hustles, no side gigs, no nothing. But of course they came, looked at people's channels, see what people was talking about. And then they start sticking $5,000 a month, $10,000 a day, $15,000 a minute. Of course, people are going to look at that. If you see that video pop up on your feed, what you going to do? You're going to click, you're going to look. You're going to get in them comments and you're going to read to see what people are saying. So I think that's what happened. So they took the good with the bad and we all went and it sat together. The robots are the ones, the AI robots are the ones that determine whether or not your video can stay or your video has to be removed. So once they put those robots on the platform, they start scanning. These videos come out, they immediately scan the video to see what looks like a scam. So if everybody's saying, hey, $20 an hour, $15 an hour, $600 a week, $1,000 a week, $5,000 a week. What the robot gonna do? He don't know who telling the truth and who is really over here lying. Because of course we know that some of those titles was just off the chain, just lies, basically. So the robot is scanning and he's looking to see in the title that number. He's looking for money. So once the money comes up on the radar, flag. It's flagged. Automatically, it's flagged. Video go up, it gets flagged instantly. You got the money in the title. He don't know to go over to Alorica to see if this job paid $600 a week, or to pivot off of YouTube to see if this company really does pay $400 a day. They don't. The robots ain't that smart. They only gonna scan it if it come up, it's gonna get flagged automatically. So I think that's what happened. Miss One said, just so you know, I got some side hustles and picked up 2 work from home jobs. All right, girl. Congratulations. She said she got Humana. Oh, yeah, I've heard of Conifer Health. I think we talked about that one. Go ahead. Yep, T, but see, we can, but the thing is with that, we have over 5,000 videos on the channel. So it was just easier for us to just take them down, because we have to go through each one and type a whole different title. So we got to go all the way back to 2019 when we first came on the platform. So I just said, we're going to have to bite the bullet. Now, we may go back, do some of them, change the thumbnails, but it's going to take time for us to do that. Hey, Queen Natalie. She says, hey, welcome back. You live in Florida, Natalie? Okay, girl. I didn't know that. Me says, I saw a YouTuber that got a bunch of videos removed as well. She exaggerates the earnings you can get through. So I know she has a lot of haters that calls her out for that. So, and I think I know who you're talking about, Mix. I think I know. So with that being said, that channel mixed in with everybody else's channel is like we all look like we exaggerating about these jobs and what they really pay. Because the robot can't determine, again, he cannot determine who is telling the truth and who is overly exaggerating on these dollar amounts. So now we cannot put the dollar amounts anywhere. We can't put in the thumbnail. They scanning everything. They scanning the thumbnails. They scanning the titles. They probably even may be listening to the videos. I'm not sure about that part, but I know it does a scan once the videos come out. They do a scan on the channel, the video. And if it's a dollar amount, flagging it. It's going to automatically get flagged. So got to be very, very careful how we word stuff now. Thank you, Queen Natalie. Me says it rains every single day. No, Meeks. In the summer. Thank you, Pretty Petra. She says she posts work from home stuff and how to do AI videos. Her work from home stuff runs people the wrong way. Though she tells people they can make 600 daily and stuff like that. Sensible people know that's not true. But others fall for it, then get mad and start reporting channels. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Queen T. She says, hello, everyone. Mr. One said, okay, and I found out Just Play. God, no, they didn't. Are you for real? Mr. One said, Just Play lost the license for the Apple app, so you can't download Just Play if you uninstall it. Wow, I didn't know that, Queen. Because you know what? The last time we did a live and somebody said they was looking for Just Play, couldn't find it on the Apple phone, the iPhone. And I was like, that's strange, because I know that people here have said that they had it on the iPhone. So now we know why they lost the license. Oh, wow. Wonder what happened. Thank you, Miss T. She says, welcome back to Chicks. Miss Candace said, another thing to consider is that the big companies want the workers to come back into the office to work instead of being at home. That's sad. Hey, the blind firefighter. She says, I like, shared, and welcome back. Thank you. Miss Warner says, yes, it's called content creation. So that's why duplicated contents are out there and stolen material. She said, I see Dr. Pimple Popper is getting subscribers now. Oh, she got a channel? I know I see people reacting on the TV show, but I didn't know she had a YouTube channel. Leah Love and I said, wow, congratulations. Thomasina said, I knew something was up when I stopped getting notifications. Yep. Hey, Lexi. Lexi said, I was wondering. Leah Love and I, she said, that's a shame. YouTube tripping. Oh, she getting paid? So, girl, no, not paid. Moonlight says, gosh, I see. I would think that's when human audit would assist. You both work so hard to build this. Why plans for going forward? She says, bless you both for trying to help everyone. So we're going to do like probably more videos on the second channel. See, this channel here, we got some strikes on this channel. So we got to wait to get the strike. It take a while for the strikes to come out. So we probably won't be over here as much, just trying to get those strikes off of the channel. So we'll probably be more over on the 2.0 channel. Hey, Queen, the lovely red roses. She says, she says, there you are. Yeah, we back, Queen. Hey, Armay, she says, oh, dang, you had to take down all the lives too. Yeah, we took everything down. Tanya said, welcome back, like and share. We'll probably go through them, Armays, and we'll put them, you know, the one we'll have to take the money out, though, and we'll put them back up. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya says, welcome back, like and share. Armay said, Miss Tawana, oh my. Hey, Felicia. She says, hello, Carol. So glad you're back, like and share. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Lisa. She says, welcome back. Good to see you. Meek says, that also means Apple users can't update the app either. Oh, which means eventually the app will become unusable for the Apple users. I'm so glad somebody told us that, because we had no idea that Just Play had shut down like that. Had no idea. Armay says, thank you, because I was sending people to the live in the live chats. Okay, Armay. Yeah, we'll put it back up. It's just that got to make some adjustments, Queen. Unfortunately, I really don't want to do it, but we got to at this point, because otherwise they will take the channel. Armay says, Meeks, that is very true. Yep, so we just got to make some adjustments, y'all. We still going to be coming over here. We probably do more live streams or more pre-recorded lives now until we can get some of these strikes off this channel. But we most definitely will be over on the Two Chicks with the Side Hustle, the 2.0 channel. So if you are not subscribe to our second channel, make sure you hop on over there and subscribe. I'm going to go get the link and I'm going to drop it here in the chat. I am going to talk about some jobs later on in this chat. Soon as Tan is at work, that's why y'all don't see her on here, because I know y'all probably wondering, like, where is Tan? We don't see her, but she's at work. She summertime come, I think they be putting her on like a 10-hour type shift. So she's working right now. Hey, Miss Sherry, how are you, Queen? She says, hey, Miss Carr, I missed you, and Miss Tan too. She says, hey, Miata. She says, hey, everyone. Hey, Queen. Okay, D Lovely. We'll let you in, Queen. And I think Facebook is starting to act up too a little bit, y'all. So I don't know what's going on with these platforms. I have no idea. Yep, I do not know. I've been hearing somebody, people been reporting that their groups have been getting shut down, not just work from home, but just all types of groups. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the, I don't know if it's the AI bots and the AI bots just getting it wrong. I really don't know. I don't. Hey Mike. Yep, I'm gonna talk about some at the end of the live. I ain't gonna be on here all night, but I am gonna talk about some. Yeah, I heard that he does. Felicia said Facebook banned me. Girl, what they banned you for? She said banned me over a year ago, so I can't follow you on there. I don't know. Queen T, she says Facebook been acting up for me, and I joined Facebook because of you ladies. It's been acting up for you too. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot of groups. Not, and like I said, not just work from home groups, just different groups have been getting shut down. Just after clear blue, gone. Me says something weird is going on. I've been kicked out of the live 5 times now. What? Whenever an ad is supposed to come on, then I have to click off and come back on YouTube. Tripping for real. For real, me? That's weird. Girl, ain't no telling. It just ain't no telling. Never know, honey. So is the ad popping up like crazy? It's the ads. I don't know. Let me look back here and see. Let's see if I can see anything. I don't see nothing. It probably ain't gonna show me nothing, no way. Me says the screen keeps going black. Oh no. Always he says, hold up, Kurt, where have you been? YouTube jail. Me says, I'm assuming it's the ads, but instead of seeing the ads, the screen is going black. Girl, who knows? Anybody else screen going black like Meeks? Yeah, we've been on a hiatus always for you. We've been locked up. We free now. Eyes free. Felicia said, I have no clue why they kicked me out the plantation. Girl, not the plantation. She said, I cannot get any response from anyone, and I got so annoyed with their customer service. I just let it go. So Felicia can, because I know they done child. I been kicked out Facebook so many so many times for posting remote jobs. But can you create a different account? Maybe use a different do it from like a different Wi-Fi, go to another location and do it and come back on. That's what I had to do. I had to create a different account. I had to change my first name, and I still use my last name, but I had to change my first name, go get a different email, and then come back on the platform, re-sign up. Our maid said, we free. Laugh out loud. The lovely Red Rose, she said, laugh out loud. I always, you said, no, ma'am, dang, and we couldn't put money on y'all. No. Felicia said, other work from home channels. Really, girl? Who been asking about us? Have been asking about y'all. Miss Wilson says, hey, Carl, been a minute. You must have been on vacation. Girl, no, I was in YouTube jail. I couldn't say Facebook. YouTube jail. Thank you, Queen. She said, liked and shared. Yeah, we've been on a hiatus, Miss Wilkerson. They got us again, so we had to go back to YouTube jail. Our maid says, for real? Mr. One said, y'all couldn't even make one phone call to let us know what was happening. How dare they not even to make one phone call in YouTube jail? Nope, you can't do anything. They'll tell you you cannot post. You cannot post on your community tab wall, and you cannot make no videos. You cannot go live. Can't do nothing. And if you have, like I said, you got a second channel, and if it's in the same niche, You can't go over there and start posting on that channel either, even though nothing was wrong with the 2.0 channel. It's their rules, policy. Can't circumvent is what they call it. Felicia said, no, I hadn't tried that. I couldn't get any real response from Facebook policy, so I just let them go. It's not that serious for me. I really don't like it anyway. Sherry said, it's sad. All y'all do is help people. Yep. And so you weren't here, Queen Sherry, when I was explaining what I think has happened in the last, I would say since like February, March, April, May, June, and then we coming up in July 1st. We had it was like the good with the bad. So I'm pretty sure you've been on YouTube and seeing people say, oh, you can make $1,000 a day, or you can make $500 a minute, or you can make $200 in an hour. I'm pretty sure y'all done seen some of these videos, right? So YouTube now has the bots over here and they're scanning the videos. So the bot cannot tell who is legit and who is not legit. Who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. The bot cannot determine that. So the bot is just scanning different channels. These videos come up. It scans the title. You got that money in the title, automatic flag. It's going to flag you. So it's just the good and the bad. And we all in this same sector, no matter who the person is, no matter how many times I done did live streams, no matter how many subscribers I got, no matter how many people we have actually come on here and help. It's just the good with the bad, and we all in this bag together, and the bot is scanning and going around, and okay, where you put that money on that title, you said somebody can make $1,000 in a week, and you gone. Strike. Warning. You out of here. Or they taking your channel. So, yeah, I think that's what has been going on. Because if you kind of look at YouTube now, they're trying to clean it up. So you can talk about remote jobs. Like we can still come on here. We can talk about remote jobs and things like that. But we just cannot say Alorica pays $15 an hour. Can't have it in the title. You got that in the title. The bot gonna scan it. Even though Alorica may pay the $15, but you can't put it in the title. They really don't want it on the thumbnails either. They look at it as being a deceptive scam type of video. The lovely Rebel, she said, oh my gosh, the comments are funny. She said, Delilah, beautiful, I interrupted, were the ones I know asked about you because they haven't seen you post in a while and their channels have been hit too. Oh, okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, like I said, we all in the same work from home sector, and it's sad because people have worked for years to build these channels up, for years to help, you know what I'm saying, the community, their community. We, built up this community, the Two Chicks community. Everybody has their own individual communities, and some of you guys follow other work from home channels, and some of their subscribers, they follow our channel. So it's unfortunate. It really is. She said, just went to black screen. Girl, I don't know what's going on, Meeks. Did you log out and come back, Meeks? I may say they don't have a human looking at the bot after it flags something, but that is too much like, right? Nope. Sherry said, that's crazy. I always hear you said, the doggone bot show knock you out on getting interviews too. Yep. Just like, right, with the work from home jobs, the ATS is scanning them resumes. So if it don't pick up what the job description and what the company is looking for, you'll never know like what they have in the background, what type of candidate, what type of person they're looking for. All you really got is those keywords that you can pretty much go by. But if it's not hitting what they are actually looking for, reject. It's just going to kick your resume out and you're going to be rejected. Hey, Teresa. She said, yay, yay, yay. Glad you are back. Yep, we are back. Miss One says, and who knows, these companies probably been responding to the feedback that they've been getting from people that's probably coming at them. Yeah, probably so, Mr. One. Always for you says that's sad. All their hard work. Yep, it is. Because people work hard to put these videos together to even come on this platform, but it's just sad. Melissa said, I follow Lil LaShawn. Melissa, how I can no longer find Melissa's channel. There ain't no telling what they did. They may have just removed it. The lovely. Me said, y'all log out each time it happens and come back in. That is really weird. Felicia said, you do so much and help so many people, and that's a shame that they don't even consider. Nope. They don't look at that. They don't even look at, some people may say, well, I've been on here 10 years. They don't care about that. Okay, you've been on here 10 years, and they don't care. Or I got 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers. I done helped 1 million people. The robot don't know that. He don't understand that you got 1 million subscribers and you done helped 1 million people, and he don't get that. He don't understand that. Our maid says, oh, really? About Melissa at home? She says, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. Stephanie says, hey, Carl, glad you are back finally. Okay, she said, testing factor, they didn't work out. She says, I'm on the hunt for something else. Sorry to hear that, Stephanie. But hopefully you'll find something else, Queen. Our maid says, Meek, she says, maybe try a different device. Meek says, these companies are using AI for everything, and AI are not ready to replace humans yet. AI is not as reliable as people think. Coming from an AI trainer, AI is far from perfect. They glitch a lot. Yep. Mr. Warner says, because I was on someone's channel that was promoting Next Rep was paying 19, and I know because I used to work for Next Rep, and I know that they do not start with that much. See? So, yeah. So it's like I said, the good with the bad, and it just, we all in this bag together. Unfortunately, it's like, now, you look at it, you be like, I don't really want to be associated with that person that's doing, saying this paid $500 a day and it really don't. I don't want to be associated with that, but ain't nothing I can do. What can I do? D. Lovely says, our maids, yes, unfortunately. Mr. Warner says that part Meeks. T says, look like you ladies need to move to Twitch. And we do got a Twitch account, T, and you probably right. We may need to. Always for you said, that's it, Meeks. T said, my kids are always talking about Twitch, but I don't have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Meeks had she used to do Twitch as a gamer. A lot of gamers are over on the Twitch platform. The Lovely Rose, she says, our maid, she says, there is a copycat channel with her name. She says she talked about it in the past. Oh, wow. I didn't know that either. So yeah, unfortunately, y'all, I don't think work from home is going out the door. It's just that we will have to pivot and do different titles on these thumbnails. Of course, y'all know this is a work from home channel. That is what we will continue to post. Work from home job. Now the thumbnail and the title, it may say something different, but we are still a work from home channel. Me says, I know the Melissa at Home channel now that you mean. I realize I haven't seen your channel forever now. Wow, that's sad. She's been around for years too. Felicia says, right, Carl, those other folks' channels sound like used car salesmen. Not authentic like you and Tangy. So, yep, I think that's what happened, y'all. I think at first we thought maybe it was somebody reporting us, because it's like it seemed like we were the only channel getting hit from the YouTube about the policies and stuff. But then just over a period of time, as time has gone by, notice other channels have been getting hit as well. I may say, I think Twitch may be the move that I know. YouTube is so universal and user friendly. Me says Twitch is booming. She says for a lot of people. And we got a Twitch. We probably need to just hop over there and just stream and see what happens. Miss One said, if you just post yourself in a dazzling dress, we'll come on and look at it. Or a fancy hairdo, we'll come on and look at it. She said, we'll know that you're alive and kicking, but we'll come on and look at it. Well, thank you, Miss Tawana. Thank you, Miss Tawana. Appreciate that, Queen. Yep. So I think that's what's going on, y'all. Some changes and some updates, and they just kind of cleaning up the platform. That's all I can really say. How I can really put it. They cleaning up the platform. So, like I said, if the title don't say work from home jobs, or it don't say remote or virtual or at home or something like that, y'all know that we still do work from home jobs. Thank you, Diana. She says, yes, we are your number one fans. Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen. I told Tan, I said, they worried about us. I said, it's been too long. It's been 2 weeks, too long. We're going to have to go. At some point, we're going to have to pop on here and show our faces, because people are going to start asking questions. So, glad we're back. Always for you. She said, never heard of Twitch. We'll have to be nosy. What about fan base? Is that a platform y'all can do? I've heard of fan base, always for you, but I don't know much about it. If you can give me maybe like some feedback on it. Is it similar to Facebook, or is it similar to like YouTube? Can you do live streams? Let us know. Well, let me know. Adrian, hey, Queen. She says, hey, my two chicks. I've been looking for you. We are back, Queen. She says, I sent a few of your videos to a couple of friends of mine. Thank you. Me says, I may need to get my bot back up, do some coding, and have the bot stream for me like back in the day on Twitch. Nintendo not messing with us anymore, though. They made a new switch that you can't hack. So are you saying, Meeks, that you cannot stream from Nintendo? Is that what you're saying? So what, you have to stream from PlayStation? I got a PlayStation, but it's an old one. Wonder, can I use it, or do I have to buy the new one? I want a new one, though. The lovely Red Rose, she said, yeah, I emailed you. Okay, Queen. She said, sorry, Nintendo. Hee hee. Yeah, we had thought about TikTok, our maze. At one point, TikTok was acting crazy with us. I don't know why, but our videos that we would post about, they would flag and take down. And our first channel over on TikTok got shut down. Have no idea why. They were saying scam or something. So I don't know if somebody was reporting it. I am not sure. But yeah, we do have TikTok. We don't really go over there because that issue. Mr. Wanda says, always for you, Twitch has been around since 2014. Oh, they've been around that long? Adrian says, Instagram trends. Hey, Queen Robin. Miss One says, I meant always for you. Our May says, dang, okay, about TikTok. I mean, we could try, our Mays. It's worth a try. We did have to create a new account over on TikTok, which is still up, thank God. But we just have not been like over on TikTok posting or doing like live streams. We did a few live streams over there, but not many. Not like over here. Because I think For me, YouTube was my baby because this is where it all started right here on this platform. Two Chicks with a Side Hustle was born and birthed right here on YouTube in 2019. And we didn't have Facebook. TikTok wasn't even around, I don't think. We didn't have Facebook, Instagram. We didn't have any of that. All we had was YouTube. And this is where it started right here on this platform. So me says, I want the new Switch. The graphics on that one is crazy good. Okay. She says, if you don't mind posting your life, Twitch is the best place to go. So okay. So Twitch, honey, I thought it was TikTok. See, I don't know, Mix. I really don't know. Agent says, I'm late, but I'm throwing out some social media sites I'm kind of familiar with. Okay, Queen, throw them out. I'm open to all options. I really am. Because like I said, we don't know what's going to happen over here. We're going to keep posting, though, and keep going. But we just don't know. You know, everybody, I think, lately, within the last month or so, has been on edge with posting videos over here because you just don't know if the bot gonna scan and strike your video, remove it, kick you off the platform. You just don't know. Always for you says, okay, Mr. One of things. Me says, I'm the odd one in the friends group that just can't get it TikTok. I don't know why I don't like TikTok much. Autism Mama say, Meeks, my son got the new Switch yesterday for his birthday, and it's amazing. Adrian said, Clubhouse. Somebody told me to get over there, Adrian, on Clubhouse, and I probably should have, and I didn't listen. When it first came out, I did not listen, and I did not go. But now that you mention it, I'm going to write it down. Let me get my pen and my piece of paper. So I'm going to write all these down. So we got TikTok. We have Twitch. We don't have Clubhouse, though. I don't think. Armay says, Meeks, that makes sense about Twitch because that is exactly what I see. And then if anybody can tell me about fan base, like how does fan base work? I'm going to write fan base on here. They got so many. Miata says, just let me know where we are going if we are moving. Okay, Queen, we will. Hopefully we won't have to move. Mr. Warner says, where I'm at, the new Switch is on back order, so I'm still waiting. Okay. Our maid says, YouTube gonna drive people away, then have a whole campaign trying to get people to come back. Yep. Hey, Queen Lillian. How are you, Queen? Me said TikTok too, but I see people making crazy money on Twitch. Girl, let me go on over here to Twitch and quit playing with these folks. We sure got some over there on Twitch. We just need to go over there. She said DGG, Kaya, Royalty, Word, and people like that will do well on Twitch, YouTube too. They post their life though. Okay. Dang, I want to see my life. It's boring. I ain't got nothing to show. Me sitting here at a computer all day. Dang, I want to see that. I always for you say I think a lot of folks jump to fan base and lemonade when the TikToker was supposed to go away. Yeah, I've heard of Lemonade. Lemonade is the sister company to TikTok, I want to say. I think they owned by the same people. The lovely Rose, she said, Meeks, you aren't the only odd one. She says, I'm tired of my students doing TikTok. Lillian said, where have y'all been, girl? In YouTube jail. Couldn't post, Queen, for 2 weeks. Couldn't post, couldn't live stream, couldn't do anything. We couldn't even go to the second channel. Me says, that's awesome. I hope he enjoys it. Our son has been asking for one. Once I get some more eggs, I think I'm gonna think about it. How much does it cost, Meeks? Is it high? Amazing says, I just know that fan base is black owned. Haven't. Oh, okay. Oh, is that the one owned by let me think, Isaac Hayes' son? Look like somebody done told me about that one. The lovely Red Rose says, got an ad right now. Hey, P-Love. P-Love says, hello, I finally caught a live. Welcome, Queen. Me says, I noticed one company start relying on AI for their moderating. Those companies quickly start to fail. Then they got to call us simple humans back in to clean up the mess. Not simple. Moonlight said, we need to learn of other platforms, get more bad money in the platform. Yep. You right about that. Adrian said, word on the curb that is happening to a few other folks too. Yep, Adrian. Some people mentioned some other channels a few minutes ago, right before you came in, that got deemed for videos removed, even channels have been taken down. Hey, Leonica. She says, hey, Carl. Hey, everyone in the chat. Monica says, hey, Leonica, how are you doing? Oh, it's $4.99. That ain't bad. Thank you, Autism Mommy. Stephanie says, hey, Leonica. Felicia said, that's a damn shame. Yeah, it is. Sherry says, hey, sis, Leonica. Me said, it's basically $500. Meeks, you got it. Millionaire. Leonica says, I'm good. She says she heading to work. Okay, Leonica, be safe, Queen. And have a great evening. Autism Mom said, Meeks, now I have to rebuild because these kids are costing me. Autism Mama, can you adopt me? Monica said, Leonica, she said, good for you. Leonica said, hey, Stephanie. She says, how are you? Miata says, I want the new Switch as well. Stephanie says, I'm okay. How are you, Leonica? Leonica said, really not good. Those people stealing tips and everything. Yeah. What? At your job, Leonica? Oh, my gosh. That's awful. I always used to, I believe fan base is the one owned by Isaac Hayes' son. I think so too, Queen. Mr. One said, I'm gonna live in a game area, she said, because there are none to be found nowhere in this part of North Carolina. I wonder if they got it here where I stay. Where you get it from? Walmart or GameStop? Uncle said, Leonica, so sorry to hear that. Mr. One said, I was trying to get one for my granddaughter on her birthday for June 18th. She had turned 16, and that's all she wanted, and they are on back order. Leonica says, hey, Miss Tawana. Me says, when my son asks for stuff, I tell him I'll get it, but he got to build me a little one bedroom. Can give me the bed. Girl, you so funny. The best pull-ups when I'm old. No nursing home for me. His mom said, yes, I can adopt you. Thank you, Queen. Because I'm tired of paying bills. Leonica said, I'll email you about it later, Monica. She said, hey, Autism Mommy. Monica said, okay. She says, hey, sis Sherry. Adrian said they need to put some of these content creators in jail because they are bugging. On here arguing and fighting. Girl, no, I ain't seen that, Adrian. Lord have mercy. Miss Monica said, hey, Leonica. Me says, hubby tells them we want electric matching rocking chair with the most expensive. Makes you so funny. Hey, Queen Nelly. She said, we trying to hear you and it just keeps going out, or we get a black screen or an ad comes up. And then you got to go out and come back in. I don't know what's going on, y'all. You know, this we back, so I do not know. Hey, Earl. Lillian said, hey, Leonica. Hey, Sadie. Earl said, peace, fam. I requested the Navy SEAL and Delta Force to cover. Well, thank you, Earl. Thank you, Earl, for sending the rescue crew. LinkedIn, girl, let me write them on here. We was gonna get on LinkedIn, Adrian, and we never did. I'm gonna need a bot to control all these platforms. I'm gonna need to give me some bots, y'all, to control these platforms. It's a lot. Right. Thank you, Sadie. Locked up unlawfully. Yeah. Hey, Shantae. Shantae says hi. Adrian said, I don't know nothing about Twitch or Switch. Twitch is a platform, Adrian. It's similar to YouTube where they like run the ads and you can make money, you can live stream. A lot of people are over on that platform. And Switch is a game. It's like Nintendo. Hey Jeannie, she says, hi Carolyn, everyone, hope all is well. Meek says, these kids take all our money. I feel like we work just to give them all the money. I love my babies though. They know we got them. Got to remind them. I thought we got the mess too. Yep. Moonlight laugh. And Leonica said, yes, Carolyn, messing with schedules and all. I'm looking for me another job in the process. Oh, that's crazy. Where are you working at, Leonica? I think you said, let me see, Insomnia, the cookie store. She said, hey, Meeks. Y'all are too funny, but thank y'all so much for giving me the feedback on these different platforms. Platforms I've never heard of, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So we might have to go over on some of these platforms that you guys mentioned. Felicia said, I don't know anything about Twitch, Switch, Ditch. Bird know about TikTok. She said, I just do IG and YouTube. Me says, hey, Leonica. I don't know why I just thought TikTok was like for them young folks, like the kids. A lot of children be on TikTok. My niece loves TikTok. She getting ready to turn 14 in 14 more days. But yep, so I got a list. I got 6 companies y'all gave me to go check out. Penny said Lemonade or Clubhouse. Yeah. Adrian said, you funny. Miss One said, no, TikTok been trying to send me promotionals. Really? She says, but I ain't got no time for TikTok. All of them crazy men and they be trying to talk to me. They need to get a lot. Ooh, me said, too bad Discord don't pay you, but some YouTubers have Discord channels too to communicate with subscribers. Another one is I just lost it. I just had it in my mind, getting ready to say it, and I just lost my train of thought. But with that one, you have to pay money, like the subscribers have to pay to see the content. I don't think some of the content creators may have it free, but it's only going to be just a limited amount of the content. But to get to maybe like the good content, you'll have to pay whatever the creator wants to charge. It could be like $5, I think, all the way up to maybe like $20, $30, $40. Patreon, that's it, Patreon. Leonica says, hey, beautiful broken. Moonlight says, these mainstream platforms, once they get popular, they start restricting growth and adding more headaches to grow as a content creator. Yeah. Leonica says, I'm glad y'all back, Carl. Thank you, Queen. Adrian says, can you stream on your website? You know what, Adrian? I don't know. I really don't. Because Tan is the tech person. Y'all know this. I really don't know. We probably could. It probably is a way to do it. I just don't know. She says, gather people from LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, and we can have a party. Substack. I have heard of Substack Moonlight. Not real familiar with it though. If you got any input, feedback about it, let me know in the chat. Mr. One, you heard of Patreon? Yeah. So Patreon, I think you can stream on Patreon, but a lot of the creators, they do charge money to watch the streams or to get access to the content. So like I said, it could be $5, $10. I think it's up to the content creator what they want to charge. Some of them have free access, but of course, you know, the free access is just going to lure you to the paid access. So that's what Patreon, I think, is all about. Adrian says, I be watching TikTok and I love the TikTok shop. Yeah. We had got invited, Adrian, to do TikTok shop. I just didn't know what to do. What type of things would we, I guess, sell? I don't know. Teresa says Zoom, but then you have to have a schedule. Leonica said, yep, Carl, the cookie place. Oh, Leonica, I thought that was going to be a good one. I'm sorry to hear that. May says, you can stream on the website. You'll need a platform that supports live streaming and provides an embedded code for your website. Me says, yeah, I heard about Patreon too. She says, okay, it's over 10 times now with the black screen. YouTube is tripping. Yeah, they tripping today. Maybe because we ain't been on her. I don't know. Leonica Lillian says, what are you doing? I think, Leonica, you do the deliveries for insomnia, or is it something else? Teresa says she's not getting the black screen. Teresa, are you getting a lot of ads? I know some people said they were getting a lot of ads also. So I don't know. Maybe because we ain't been on, child. Who knows? Earl said he got a testimony for y'all. Come on up here, King. He said he cashed out $115 on Prolific. Survey was 2 Zoom calls for fathers that paid what? $50 and got $38 on cloud research and what? $82 on product. Go ahead. All right, Earl. Go ahead, Earl. Sherry said hers not going out. Yonica said insomnia cookies, Lillian. Teresa said she got a few ads, but that's all. So I guess it's different. Meets for everybody that's here. I don't know. Moonlight said it's free. You create and post all sort of media and have your tribe, and you can decide to make it free or pay access to content. You can post videos, articles, audio, etc. Others in Substack can find you. Okay. Hey, Sonia. She said, good evening. Glad to see you are back. Thank you, Queens. Good to be back. Lillian says, I'm not getting the black screen either. Telegram was, you know what, Adrian? Because it was so many scammers using like the Telegram and the WhatsApp, I was like, is anybody over legit? Is anybody on Telegram and WhatsApp that's legit? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because the scammers, you know, that's what they were using, trying to get people off Facebook and saying, oh, we're going to do the interviews over here on Telegram and on WhatsApp. So I just thought that everybody over there was a scammer. Lillian says, congrats, Earl. May says, I'm getting a lot of ads. It's been like that a minute when I come to your live. Really? I don't know. Adrian says, Snapchat. Yeah, we could do Snapchat. Miss Wanda says, go Earl, go Earl. Leonica says, Spark doing an incentive today till July the 7th. If you deliver 50 orders, you can get $500. Oh, wow. Not bad, Leonica. Jeannie says, congrats, Earl. Armay says, Earl, congrats. I just cashed out on Prolific as well. Earl says, thanks all. Mr. Warner says, Adrian, don't do Telegram or WhatsApp. She says, plenty of scammers are on there. And see, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that too. Mr. Warner, like, I don't know about Telegram and WhatsApp, because we know that's what the scammers use to lure people off of Facebook to come over there so they can, scam. But I just ain't never been interested in those, because I was just thinking everybody over there was a scammer. Leonica says, congrats, Earl. Always for you, says, Lord forgive me, but at least Carl and Tan weren't deported. Yeah, you made me laugh on that one. Me says, congratulations, Earl. Leonica says, if I didn't have to work night shift with some of your cookies, I would definitely be doing Spark to get to 500. Girl, I don't know why I thought you was working day shift, Leonica. Sherry says 65 on Ipsos. All right, girl. She says she got 47 on Pay Viewpoint, $25 surveys on the go, and 25, and then it cut off. But congratulations, Queen. Jeannie says, congrats, Armaze. Mr. Wonder says, she said, girlfriend, God allows me to see them devils. Me said, no, Telegram is now associated with scammers. Oh, honey, no. Leonica said they don't have day shift for delivery jobs, only night shift. Oh, okay. She says, congratulations, sis Sherry. Earth says, yes, don't do job connections on WhatsApp. I almost got, but common sense kicked in and he saw the truth. Wow. I'm glad you didn't get Earl. So stay away from Telegram, WhatsApp, Google Hangouts is another one. So if y'all get any emails, or if you see a job outside of our channel, outside of the Facebook group, and you asking questions and they're saying, hey, go to WhatsApp, go to Telegram, some of them may say go to Discord or go to the Google Hangout app. Automatic red flag scam. Don't do it. Sherry says, oh yeah, 25 on free cash. All right, Queen. Earl says, congrats, Sherry. Adrian says, no ass or blackouts here. All right, Queen. I guess it's different. That's all I can think of. It's got to be different for everybody. Lillian says, congrats to you, Sherry. Jeannie says, congrats, Sherry. Sherry says, thanks, Earl, and congratulations to you too. Armaze says, Sherry, congrats. And Sherry says, thanks, Lillian. Armaze, she says, thank you. Adrian says, yeah, when I see WhatsApp, I be like, nope. She says, I agree. The Leo says, greetings. Are there any companies that will allow you to work and live wherever you want? Yep. We did a video on our other channel. I'm going to drop it here. Let me go. I got to go find it first. But we did a video talking about worldwide companies. And I'm not sure exactly, like, are you in the U.S. or are you outside of the U.S.? But this video, we were talking about companies where you can pretty much live anywhere inside the U.S. or outside the U.S. I'm going to put the link here in the chat. Let me see. Sherry says, thanks, sis Leonica. Miata says, it's a lot of information in this live. Thank you. No problem, Queen. Adrian says, congrats, Earl. Mr. Warner says, Earl, that ain't common sense. There's Jesus protection. All right, girl. Leonica says, I had 36 on the Benjamin app. She says she cashed out 80 cents on the gaming app fund to play to make sure it was legit, and it is. And I have 3 other gaming apps that she's trying out. Shantae says, any opinions about games on Money Lion? I don't know about that one, Shantae. If anybody here has any opinions, tips, Money Lion app, y'all be sure to drop it in the chat. Congratulations to Queen Leonica. She said, Earl said, Mr. Wonder, yes. Holy Ghost said, no, not today. Won't get Earl today. Leonica said, you welcome, sis. Sherry. Adrian said, Mr. Wonder, I'm not on neither one. She says, I'm just throwing some sites out. Leonica said, fun to play is just like Just Play, just a different company. Okay, girl, let me write them down. Fun to play. Is it on iPhone? Well, Leonica, you wouldn't know. I think you got Android. But if you know, Leonica, if iPhone users can use it, let us know. Miss Wanda says, Earl, hallelujah, Tuesday. Adrian says, Earl, common sense is correct as well as intuition, buddy. Alonda says, I have earned twice from Product Tool, but I have also done a couple and couldn't get the app to upload, so I lost time and money on it. I would say reach out to them, Queen, and congratulations. Reach out, contact them, and if you have that issue again, and just let them know, like, hey, I'm trying to, but the app is not doing what it's supposed to do. It's not working. Something is wrong. Because you might not be the only person that may have had that issue. So if anybody here wants to do Product Tube, I am going to drop it in the chat. If you queens and kings want to check it out. King Earl has made money. Queen Alunda, she says she has made some money. Now, with this app, you cash out to Amazon. Shantae says, I played and got some money. I just wanted to compare what I got with some others. Oh, okay, girl. Well, congratulations, Queen Shantae. She says she got some money from playing a game. Hey, husband Helen. She says, hey, everybody. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, hey, Helen, and how are you? So I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if Tangi going to come on here, y'all. But I will be talking about 10 remote claim specialist positions at the end of the stream. Tan was at work. She didn't get off till 5. Where she's off now. Mr. Wanda says, Adrian, no judgment, boo. She said, just saying, be careful, watch and pray. And Helen says, hey, Leonica, I'm good, and how are you? Adrian said, okay, I just got a black screen. She said, why YouTube? Why? Me says, hi, Helen. Jeannie says, congrats, Leonica. Adrian said, Mr. Wanda, I'm not religious. Enjoy your day. Adrian says, I just noticed the thumbnail. Haha, I like it. Thank you, Queen. Leonica said, I'm doing good. Just got to work, but waiting till 6 p.m. to clock in, Helen. What time you get off, Leonica? Mr. Wanda said, that's okay, Adrian. She says, then just be aware. Leonica says, hey, how are you, Adrian? She says, hey, Leonica. She says, congratulations. So if you are just now tuning in, we have been on a 2-week hiatus. We were in YouTube jail because they flagged one of the videos that I posted on the channel 2 weeks ago. So for 2 weeks, we could not post. We could not say anything. We couldn't do anything. So they blocked us from posting, live streaming, posting on the community wall. uploading videos, and we could not go over on the 2.0 channel, although there's nothing going on that channel, but we still could not go over there because they have a policy. If you have multiple channels in the same sector, you are forbidden to go over to that particular one and post. So that's why you guys have not seen us in these last 2 weeks. Leonica says, thanks, Adrian. She says, thanks, Jeannie. And she gets off at 10. Okay, well, not so bad. 6 to 10. That's not so bad. Miss Tawana, she says, hey, Helen. Hustling Helen, Miss Tawana, she was blessed with a couple of jobs while we were out on this hiatus. Lori says, I'm getting close to getting a $50 gift card from Fed. She says, heads up, I had 2 offers that were 2,000 points each just for signing up. Auntie Annie and Shell gas station. Easy 4,000 points, which is like $4. All right, Queen. Congrats, Lori. Adrian says, because I was looking for my sisters. Been following since 2021. You two better stop playing with y'all. Thank you, Adrian. Hustling Helen, she says, hey, Miss Tawana. Shantae says, so was Just Play the most commonly played pay site? Quite a few, Shantae, that our queens and kings like to play. Just Play is one of the sites, yes. Lori says, I've been put in Facebook jail. Right, so many times. Me too, Lori. I've been put in Facebook jail. I also then got my profile removed several times. I had to keep creating profiles coming back on the platform. But yep, it happens. Helen says, congrats to you, Miss Tawana. And she says, thank you, Helen. Now, Miss Tawana is one of our queens that makes around 100 a week from Just Play. Miss Tawana, are you still making 100 a week? Are you still doing Just Play? So she was making around $100 a week, y'all, from the Just Play app. Now we do have like Meeks. Meeks does the free cash one. We got quite a few here that may play a game or two on free cash. Even Tan was doing free cash at some point. I don't know if she's still doing it now or not. But we've had several people to cash out from the free cash app. So if you are interested in free cash, I'll drop the link to free cash here in the chat. And Meeks, she did let us know that with this particular app, you can watch the ads and make money. Has anybody been doing the mystery shops? Shantae says, but now we can't do Just Play if we don't have it already downloaded. Yep, if you have the iPhone, we just found out today that Just Play lost their license, the Apple, with the Apple people. So the uncle said, Mr. Wonder, do you still play Just Play? She says, I'm still playing Just Play, making more from Just Play since they're offering bonus points. All right, girl, go ahead, Mr. Warner. Congrats. Which one, Shantae? Free Cash? I think Free Cash does both. Jeannie says, congrats, Mr. Tawana. Shantae says, can we get Just Play on the Play Store? Yeah, it's on the Android, Shantae. Miss Tawana, what are some pointers you would give for Just Play? And that is from Leonica. She says, I need to be making that a week or more. She says, yes, Shantae, Just Play is on the Play Store. Lillian says, congratulations, Miss Tawana. So Miss Tawana, y'all, again, she is playing the Just Play app. If you have the iPhone, we just found this out today. They lost their license with the Apple people, the Apple company. So they are not on, unfortunately, they are not on the iPhone anymore. Now, I think if you already had it downloaded, you may can still try to see if it's still there. I don't know. I don't have Apple. I'm an Android girl. Tan is the Apple girl. Lillian says, congrats, Miss Tawana. Adrian says, I have the iPhone. She says, thanks for telling me. Unfortunately, Adrian, I don't really know if anybody here, because I don't have the iPhone, so I don't really know what games can be played and you can make money or you can cash out to gift cards on the iPhones. It's kind of hard to find legit games for the iPhone, but if anybody here knows any legit games, y'all be sure to drop them in the chat. Mr. Wanna said, one hint, if you still have in-apps purchases and have an iPhone, you may be able to re-download that from that purchase. Okay, I put that up. She says, thank y'all. Anybody here made any money off of mystery shops? Mr. One, I think you was doing mystery shops at some point. Y'all be sure to let me know. Sonia says, I did 5 mystery shops last week. All right, Queen. She said, made $300. I have 2 so far this week that are $85 each. Woohoo! Congratulations, Queen. So y'all see that? It is July the 1st. We are in the 7th month of the year. It is not too late for you to get in on some of these side gigs and side hustles. If you are still looking for a remote job, get you a separate email and start signing up to these companies. While you are still waiting to hear back, keep pushing, applying, and all of that. But in the meantime, you need some money. Check out some of these. Check this company here out. This is Ellis. This is the apartment mystery shop company. We've had several people to make great income from this one. Miss Tawana is letting y'all know in the chat. She is telling y'all to check out Presto Shopper, and I got a link for that one. One of our queens, I don't see her tonight, but one of our queens, she used to do Presto Shopper, and this one was paying the bills for her. So y'all take a look at Presto. Earl said he on Prolific. Go ahead, Earl. Mr. Tawana says she is still doing Gigspot. I'm gonna drop Gigspot link here. Now, Gigspot, they have telephone mystery shops, web shops. These two you can stay home and do. So if you don't have transportation, Gigspot would be a great one to check out if you have a cell phone, a laptop, tablet, where you can do the phone shops or you can do the web shops. They do have the on-site shops as well. Ellis, they do the apartment mystery shops. Depending on where you live, you might see some telephone mystery shops. Everybody won't have the telephone mystery shops with that company. And Gigspot, they do have the telephone mystery shops, and you do not have to live in the area where the phone calls have to be made. So if you log into them and it says Florida, you got to call a shop or something, a store in Florida, but you live in New York, you can still make the phone calls. Adrian says, congrats to you, Sonia. Shantae says, can someone give me a comparison on Moneyline? I got 127, had to get to about level 170 on Monopoly Go. So if they're doing level, Shantae, inbox dollars, cash kick, free cash, those sites that I know of, they do the levels also. And the Benjamin app, Leonica, she does the Benjamin app. That's another one that does the levels as well. May says, Sonia, congrats. She says, what platform are you on for the mystery shop? Adrian says, which shops did you do, Sonia? Because I'm about ready to do some as well. Alonda says, which mystery shop? Shantae says, the last two payouts for Monopoly Go were 45 and 55. All right, Queen. Go ahead, Shantae. Congrats. Adrian says she is signed up with Ellis, but I need a new car, so I'm going to get my daughter to take me out until I get my new ride this year. Mr. Warner said Leonica would just play Find the Right Game and stay consistent. Adrian says she still does Prolific as well. Jeannie says, congrats, Shantae. Sonia says, I shop for Ellis, Gig Spot, reality-based group. Thank you, Queen. Adrian says, oh, okay, that's right. Shantae says, thanks, Jeannie. Adrian says, thanks, Sonia. Mr. Warner says, Presto Shopper. She says, they have the 80, 70, 50, 40. Some of them pay bonuses as well. Oh, you got the black screen, Adrian. Hey, going back to Kelly. She says, hello, ladies. Presto is a good one, y'all. Check out Presto Shopper. That's a good one. The Queen is letting y'all know they got the bonuses and what they paying for that one. She says they have the car wash, the restaurants, Best Buy, and the oil changes. Sonia says she shops Presto as well. All right now. Then we have Market Force. One of my friends, she does this one. Now she does a lot of the fast food type, like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Arby's. What's some of the other ones she does? Checkers, Sonic, KFC. This is another good one. Now, depending on where you live, you may or may not have the same exact restaurants as some of the other shoppers may have. Could not, just depends on where you live. But she does a lot of fast food shops, and these are easy. These are super easy because they'll tell her, go to McDonald's on such and such a street, go through the drive-through, make sure you purchase these two items, keep your receipt, take a picture, scan it back into us, and they'll reimburse her, plus they'll pay her for the shop. So y'all be sure to check out Market Force as well. This is another one. Adrian says, is anyone texting these lonely men? We had a queen earlier, Adrian. She said that it didn't work out for her. I don't know why she didn't tell me that, but she just said it didn't work out for her. Hey, Lucette. How are you, Queen? She says, glorious greetings, beautiful people. Adrian says, because they can stay lonely. Not they can stay lonely. That's so funny, Adrian. They want you, Adrian. They need you. Lola Queen, what are you confused about? She says, I'm a little confused about how to do Ellis. Tan has done Ellis before. She'll be on here after a while. and she may be able to help you out. I've never done Ellis. I mostly did like telephone mystery shops. Tan did the outside of the house shops, the on-site shops. Mr. Wanda says Presto is starting to send you, girl, to the movies. I want to go. Mr. Wanda says that Presto has the movie theater shops. In Market Force, they have the movie theater shops as well. Jeannie says, hi, going back to Cali. Step, no, you don't get paid right away. It just depends on how they pay. Now, Presto, they have what they call Insta shops. Those pay out within like 3 to 5 business days. Ellis, they pay out, I think, once a month on the 21st. And I don't know how Market Force. I think Market Force is also once a month. So nope, you don't get paid like right after you do the shop. Hey Nick. Nick says, hello, how is everyone? I am hitting the like button now. Does anyone have any tips for certifications on GigSpot? I'll put it up here, Nick. Agent says, oh no. Earl says, checker sounds good right now. Not the Baconzilla with oh, you're so funny. I View It. Yep, I View It is a good one. Another good egg. That's another good egg. Thank you, Miss Tawana. Gigwalk. Now, Tan, she has done Gigwalk where she had to go into Walmart and record a video of the hot and cold deli. So she did 2 shops. They paid $25 each. And these shops you can do from your cell phone. So if you only have a cell phone, I would say take a look at Gigwalk. This is a good one. They send me shops all the time. They was getting on my nerves. I had to uninstall the app because them notifications would be hidden back to back to back to back. And a lot of the shops that they were sending me were paying like $20 to $25 per shop. Now they pay out in like a couple of weeks. I want to say it was like 2 weeks to your PayPal account. If you have PayPal, you got to have PayPal to get paid to a lot of these companies. And I View It, Mr. Warner was talking about them. This is the one where you go and you take pictures from your phone. This is another good one. Moby is also a good one. One of our queens, she told us about Moby. Observer, that's another good one. So I'm going to drop a link to a list of side gigs and side hustles. And with the side gigs and side hustles, guys, you don't need a resume. You don't need experience. You don't have to do an interview. You pretty much can just sign up to these companies. If they have work available in your area, you can start right away. So if you are in need of some quick cash, you can't wait around. You don't have time to do an interview. You can't wait for the companies to email you back and, hey, I understand that. So we do on our channel talk about a lot of different ways to bring in extra income, sometimes from home, sometimes outside of the home. But it's just whatever your preference is, because like I said, some of these telephone mystery shops, they are done from home. But then some of the mystery shops, you do those outside of the home. But if you don't want to go outside of the home like me, I don't really want to go out there. It's too hot. Today it was like 95 degrees where I live. I do not want to go out in that heat. So for me, I would pick GigSpot doing the telephone mystery shops. But some people like to go outside of the home. And if that is you, then I would say maybe try like a Ellis, the RBG, the one that the Queen mentioned, the reality-based group, Market Force, Gigwalk. Try some of those. Those do require you to go outside of the home. Always for you, she says, I'm doing mystery shop as well, the apartments. All right, Queen. Steph says, thank you. No problem. Jeannie says, hi, Nick. Nick says, hello. Our maid, she laughing at you, Earl. Ms. Wilkinson, she says, EarnStar is a good survey site. When you reach the $5 level, they have a prize draw. You pick a box and you can win up to $10 more added to your balance. Okay, Queen, thank you for sharing. So y'all be sure to check out EarnStar. Our maid says, with the mystery shop, should you be video or audio recording when you go? So our maids, with that, you have to read the instructions. So all of them won't say video, audio. Some of them won't say nothing. They just want you to go to the store, go to the restaurant, purchase whatever they tell you to purchase, keep the receipt so they'll know that you actually did go to McDonald's, you actually did purchase a number one combo. Take a picture. If they tell you to take a picture of the receipt, scan it to them so they can see it, and then you'll get paid. So you didn't have to, talk to nobody, just order the food and that's it. Or you may have to go through the drive-through, but you didn't have to record it. Now, sometimes it may say, well, we need you to go into the store and record, like Product Tube. Product Tube is one of the ones, it's not like Mystery Shop, but they're one of the ones where you do have to use your phone and record whatever product they want you to record. You may have to talk about the product 5 minutes or less in and out, but you don't have to show your face. Now, Ellis, the apartment one, sometimes just depends on what the description says. You may have to record, may have to do a video, and then you may not. They may just say, go to this apartment complex, look for Becky, ask Becky, how much is the one bedroom? And that may be it. But it just depends on what the directions say. Not all of them want you to do the video or the audio. Hey, Queen Cherie, she says, happy Tuesday, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Mr. Wonder says, that's gas money and food bill looks good with this house money. All right now. Shantae says, how do the telephone companies without their payouts? I think Gigspot, I'm not sure, but I think they pay once a month. That's what I want to say. Teresa says no to the 95 degrees. Right. Hey, Karima. Thank you, Queen. Armaze says, okay, thanks for the info on the mystery shops. Yeah, jump on in, Armaze. Girl, get you some of these mystery shops. It's enough to go around. If you want to do the telephone, I would say sign up to Gigspot and also sign up to Bestmark, because sometimes Bestmark have the telephone mystery shops. Also sign up to Ellis. Now, Ellis, they do have the apartment shops, but you never know, because depending on what area you live in, you might be the one to get telephone shops for Ellis. You just might be the one. Now, Gigspot, they do have the audit shops. A lot of people have talked about the audit shops, and the audit shops are basically going to like a Ross Dress for Less store or Burlington Coat Factory store, and they may tell you to count the t-shirts. So you would just basically go in there and you would count those t-shirts. You're not talking to anybody. You don't have to go to the manager and say, hey, I need to count these t-shirts. None of that. They just gonna want you to go in the store. You're a shopper. You're a mystery shopper. Nobody has to know what you're doing, and they just want you to count. We've had several queens to make money off of those audit shops. I think Tan had a few on her dashboard a few weeks ago that were paying like $18 per shop. So those are very, very easy to do. Now, the apartment shops, most people say do like 1 to 2 until you get the hang of it. But it's typically, we all have done an apartment shop before. We just didn't get paid for it. So you've been to an apartment complex asking about a 1 bedroom, a 2 bedroom, a 3 bedroom, what is the square footage? Do I have to pay if I have a dog or a cat? Can I bring my pet with me? Do I have to pay for if I have a guest over? Is there guest parking? Where do the guests park? What are the amenities in this apartment? Does this apartment come with a washer, or dryer, refrigerator, stove? So we all have done inadvertently an apartment shop, but we didn't get paid for it. So if you are okay with doing those apartment shops, I would say go for it, because those pay, especially the bonus money. The bonuses could be $100. End of the month, they're trying to get these shops off the book. You can negotiate with the schedulers. Get in good with the schedulers. Show them, hey, I really want to do these shops. Go and do 2, 3, 4 shops. They'll start to send you more and more shops. They'll start to reach out to you and say, hey, I want you to do this shop. I really need this shop done. If you are someone that you're dependable, you're reliable, they can count on you to do those shops. You can negotiate and say, if they want to offer you, let's just say $50 bonus, but their shop is way across town. You got to get through traffic. You got to go way away from your house, and you really don't want to do that. And now they want to give you is $50. You can go back and say, well, nah, I'm gonna need at least about 80. 9 times out of 10, they may say, okay, we'll give you 75. You just done talked yourself up on an extra $25. So y'all take a look at these mystery shop companies. I got a few more. Let me see if I can find them. But y'all take a look at the mystery shop companies. Ask some of the queens here if you don't understand how to do them or which ones to do. Ask some of the queens here in the chat. Mr. Tawana, she does mystery shops. Cynthia, she does a lot of mystery shops, but she's not on here right now. She may come on later. Maybe she didn't get the notification, but she does a lot of mystery shops also. Queen Dawn is not on here either, but she also does a lot of mystery shops. She does a lot of the audit shops for Gigspot and a lot of telephone shops. So I got a few here on this list. Hey, Dale. Dale says, happy Tuesday, Two Chicks fam. Sherry says she got the iron star. She says, thanks. Mr. Wonder says, be careful not to click on assign yourself to the mystery shop, because you may be stuck with this shop and may not know it. So if you're curious, it's best to email the person in charge. Good tip, Mr. Wanda. Thank you for that. Lola says, for Ellis, do I need special equipment for recording the shops? Yep, Lola, you probably do. I don't do Ellis. Tan has done Ellis before. If anybody here has done Ellis, let us know in the chat. Alonda says, when I try Gigspot phone, it will say I'm too far, even though it doesn't require me to visit the site. I would reach out to the scheduler, Alonda, and just let them know that you're trying to sign up for the phone shops, but they're giving you like an error message saying that you're too far away. I've never heard nobody say that, though. You're the first person I've heard say that they had an issue with the phone shops for Gigspot. But yeah, I would reach out to them. Now, Mr. Warner said, Lola, no, you don't need any special equipment. If so, they will send it to you. Oh, you got the black screen too, girl. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Nick says, is certification mandatory for the audit shop at Gigspot? I don't think so, Nick. Nobody has ever said that they had to have any type of certification for those. Lola said, Mr. Wonder, thank you. Mr. Wonder says, Alonda, where do you live? Because Gigspot is geographically convenient for your picking. Hey, Mariah. She says, missed you, Carl and Tan. Glad you're back. Thank you, Queen. Good to be back. Mr. Wonder says, Lola, you're welcome. Always for you says, Ellis is easy. They pay once a month. Like Carol said, just be sure to do as the shop says. They will ding you. I'm not getting paid for one. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Queen. All right, Miss Tawana. Miss Tawana says she made $400, y'all, in a week with Ellis with a bonus. All right, Queen. How many shops, Miss Tawana, did you do for the 400, Queen? Congratulations. Let us know. Hey, so Ray. She says, good evening, two chicks and family. Good evening to you, Queen. Our maid says, good to know. I definitely am open to all kinds of shops until I have the experience under my belt and can make a better decision. Yep, just jump on in, our maids. Do a few. It's not as hard as I think people think it is. Because once they give you the directions, you'll see how the directions sometimes are like so simple. I got a shop from second to none, and all I had to do was go. They wanted me to go to a smoke shop, and there was a certain item in the smoke shop. They wanted me to go in the smoke shop and look for this particular item. And if I couldn't find it, they wanted me to go to the front counter and ask whoever was there, the representative, about this particular item. And they didn't want me to purchase the item. They just wanted me to go and make sure that this particular item was in this particular smoke shop. And I think that shop was paying like $45. Easy money. And you can see like what exactly they want you to do before you even accept the shop. So if you're not comfortable with doing certain shops, you don't have to accept them. Another shop I had to go to Dunkin' Donuts. They wanted me to order a coffee and 2 donuts. Keep the receipt, and I think that was paying like $20. Keep the receipt, take a picture, scan it, and send it back to them. And they were going to pay me the 20 plus reimburse me for the actual food. So easy. Hey, Sheena. Sheena says, hi, I just saw this on my feed. Is there a job site where you can go to and work a shift or two? For example, a warehouse job one day and to an office job the next day. The only one I can think of, Sheena, off the top of my head, and I've talked about this one on our channel before, it's a app called InstaWork. We don't really talk about these types of jobs on our channel, but from time to time we may come across, or somebody may share an app with us where people, if especially if you need something like ASAP right away, where people can go and sign up and you don't have to jump through all the hoops, the rigmarole. You can just simply go to the app, put in your information, and then they'll start sending companies to you, or vice versa, sending your information to companies. But I dropped the link, Sheena, in the chat. Mariah says, I know that some of these mystery shops send you to a second company to set up an account. I hadn't heard of that, Mariah. What mystery shop? Do you got a name of the company? Let us know, Queen. So Right says you can do Ellis without special equipment if it's a non-rec shop or just audio recorded. Hey, Patricia. She says, hi, sorry, need to play catch up. Been taking care of my brother on dialysis. Prayers, please. Good things. She says, I found you ladies again. We were on a hiatus, Patricia. So that's why if you were looking for us, that's why we were not on YouTube, because we were in YouTube jail. But we free now. We are free. But I'm sorry to hear about your brother, Queen. And yes, ma'am, we don't mind sending up some prayers for you and him, because it's hard taking care of loved ones sometimes. Mariah says, prayers for your brother, Queen Patricia. Our maid says, Miss Tawana, yes, congrats. Meek says, I finally started getting ads instead of the screen going black. All right, Meek. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Patricia says, thank you, Queen Mariah. Earl says, congrats, Miss Tawana. Nick says, thank you so much. Alana says, woo, made it back. Laugh out loud. Mr. Wanda said, Miss Carl Ellis was a while ago. I'm not sure if you and Tan remember I did an end of the month deal with bonuses. It was 2 shops. Both was $80 and a ton. I think I do remember. Yep, I think so. For each shop separately. Yep, I remember. Mariah says, maybe try a local temp agency. Tan is here.
Hey, but wait, hold on, Carol. Let me go close this door for you. He's seeing in. Hold on.
Hey, Mocha C. She says, hey, yeah, it's been a while because I see quite a few new names. Yeah, we haven't been on in like a couple of weeks. Sheena says, thank you so much. Stephanie said, Moby is another mystery shop. I know it's been mentioned before here. She said, they put out in gift cards in their shops are super easy just looking at the shops. Oh, wow. Thank you, Stephanie. Sheena says, thanks, Mariah. Mr. Warner says, then I did gigs by gas station and the Dean Meal station because I neglected to take all the pictures because the gas station was busy. Oh, no. Alana, you got the black screen again. Agent says, there's definitely money out there to be made. I told people this. She says, hey, Tam, my other chick. Mariah says, black screen. Felicia says, Tangy. Moonlight says, hi, Tam. Moonlight says, the tag team is back again. Right this song.
Let me stop.
Stephanie says, you're welcome. Our man says, Tan got the cute puff. Oh, sure. I just realized that.
Hey.
Okay,
y'all.
Ray said, I found y'all channel.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Adrian said, whoop, there it is.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, y'all. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Moonlight. Hey.
I can be quiet now.
Oops.
I can.
Hey. What you gonna say? We was in jail. Hey, we back.
Yep, I said that. We was in YouTube jail. That's the truth.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We are just trials and tribulations with the YouTube. It's okay though. You live and you learn. I guess they say the best lesson is about lessons. So we about it. Oh, thank y'all. We missed y'all too. We did.
Hey, I was talking about you earlier. She says, hi, beautiful laptop ladies. Greetings, family. Hey. We all missed you. Thank you, Queen.
Stephanie, thank you. We've been missing in action.
Yeah.
By force, not by choice. Y'all know how we do. We've been doing the same thing since 2019, 2018.
Right.
It is what it is. We can go round and round about what it is and what it was, but it is what it is.
Yep. So sad.
Yeah, it is. Especially for the people who are really trying to bring good information out here and really try to help people. It's sad for that aspect, I think, because I feel like we really were helping people. I feel like we were doing what we wanted our channel to do, which was help people and do it through, all of you guys coming on, supporting us twice a week. You give your information, and it was everybody helping everybody else. Everybody brought a little something to the table, and we all just shared our knowledge to help the next person. And then when the next person gets up on their foot or their feet, and they can come back and tell their story to help the next person. So it was just, it was a domino effect. So to us, that's what it was. It wasn't about, making money. True enough, we do make money from this. This is how we support our families. But again, we get much more than the money with the, love you guys show us, and the,
Right.
time you guys take out to come on here and give back to the people who, may need some help, just like you may have once needed some help. So, um, that's the disheartening thing for us. Yeah, we lost money, but the people that were dependent on the videos to come out to, be able to try to have that information to find the jobs, and even us having to take down the videos because we just don't know, that was heart wrenching within itself, because that was all of our work, that, Carol's work with the videos every day. Um, that was work that we had put in to be able to put out there to help somebody, and the lives. I always say it's a wealth of knowledge that gets dropped on these lives. It is a lot of information, for people to go back and watch and be able to gain something from it was always a good thing for us. Even hell, sometimes I'll go back and look and see what I can get.
Right. We'll
So
write
it's
it down. Yeah, because I was
right.
writing stuff down today.
Yeah.
We
So
giving
it's
me
not
stuff.
one way situation with us. This is a two-way thing with us, where you guys gain something as well as we do gain something. And again, it's not only the money, it's the knowledge, it's the stuff, because a lot of stuff people on here come and tell us, we have
Right.
our knowledge and we have what we know, but then, and I'm not going to call any specific names, but you know who you are. You come on here, you participate, and who you are. And so that means a lot to us. And sometimes, even if I'm having a bad day, or if I really didn't want to get on, I could leave at the end of the night like, okay, yeah, I feel good about what I've just done. And so it was my way to give back, because I don't have a job where I'm a teacher or a nurse or whatever, where your fruits are seen in what you do. I do a different type of job, so my fruits are not necessarily seen in what I do. So, but this was something, something that was Carol's brainchild, that just kind of had, that took off. And it was our way of giving what we had gained from people who was doing work from home when we were doing it, a lot of sweat and tears. And we just wanted to, you know, give back what we learned, because we didn't have a lot of people there for us when we started working from home, and it was just trial and error. And we just wanted to be a light for somebody, for people to, know that there's money out here. It's just that sometimes we don't know, and we wanted people to know, and we never want to charge people. We never want to do any of that. We just want to bring whatever gifts we had, and maybe people would use that and be able to help themselves. And a lot of you have, and we appreciate that. We really do. Again, we don't know what's going on, really. I don't know how much Carol got into that. We're going to just try to do what we can to figure out, and um, figure out what limitations are we playing with. What are we, what are we up against? We don't know. I don't think nobody fully knows. We can guess and ponder and say this and that, but we don't know. So we're gonna just try to do it within some constraints. It may not look like what we usually do, but we're gonna still try to bring whatever we can to you guys. It may not look the same, it may not be the same, but we're going to still bring what we have been bringing for the last 5, 6 years. We're going to still try to bring that as closest to what we've been doing as we can. And we just ask y'all to bear with us. Bear with us. We're going to figure it out.
So if y'all see tan on the thumbnail,
See, you ain't shit today. I'm going to have to say it. I'm just going to have to go and put it out there. You ain't anyway. And again, y'all, we would have been on here. We would have been on here. So, and y'all know we would have been on here. Uh, we are dedicated to this. Again, we've been doing these lives for 5 years now. Um, and, you know, y'all can
Yeah.
become like our extended family. A lot of y'all who come on here week after week, we know by name, we know if we dart the door, you coming, you know. For those of you who emailed, thank you for your support again. We appreciate it. It did not go unanswered. We can't answer all emails just because of time constraints, but we do read them, and you know, we appreciate you guys. We really do. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's, you know, it is. I know Carol told you guys about our second channel, and if this happens there, we'll be over there, and it is what it is. We can't, you know, if we've been doing this a while, and I think we have a little bit more to give. Yeah. Yes. I think Carol, she took a reprieve. I didn't get off work till 5 today, so I hope y'all been doing all right. Yeah, we didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. And we try, thank you, Mariah. We do. We try to, you know, um, my and I'm just gonna tell you my how my brain worked. It was a lot of people coming on in the work from home arena. Now, again, we do have those people who have been in the work from home niche who will probably continue to be in the work from home niche, as well as us. And those people, they do a great job. They, you know, they post their videos, they do what they do, and that's fine. But there was some people who I would say flooded it and was making claims to where it was, and we've talked about it on the channel before, to where it was just no validity to it. It was untruth. And I think that the platform got tired of that because it had become a problem where people were making outrageous claims, you know, jobs paying $10,000 an hour, things like that, that we know that weren't true, that were scams. And I think it just became too saturated, and this was a way for them to get those channels off of their platform. Not saying that maybe it was, you know, maybe people report, but I think a lot of times I feel that we may have been a casualty of war, meaning that they were trying to get these people off of here, and we just got hit because we're in the niche. And we're not the only ones. There are others, you know, but I think that, to me, that is what it was, because you don't see a lot of those channels anymore, as if none of them. So I think that is really what it was about. My business mind says that, because they were tarnishing the platform, and people probably were like, "Hell, I did this," and we saw people that were challenging what they said, and were like, "Hey, I didn't make but 2 cents, but you claimed I could make $100,000 or whatever." So I think that was part of the issue. It had gotten saturated. Now, the people who were and who continue were doing work from home, I think, again, we were a casualty of war, because they were on here just wilding out. And it, you know, if you want to play the game, you got to play. But again, play it truthfully. But we know we have those that will take advantage and do false claims, say things that are not really true, just to earn a buck. And I get it. You may not, your country may be not doing well. And I'm not saying ours is doing the best wherever country you're. I'm not saying you're doing the best, but what we pride, Carol and I, we're not going to lie. We're not going to get on here and say anything that isn't true. We have been in these work from home streets. We know what it's about. We know what these side gigs and side hustle money is about. So there's no need for us to come offer you guys any lie about what you can and cannot make. That's not our MO. That's not what we're about. So we've been doing this again for 5 years, and we 6 years we hadn't had to lie about nothing. And I'm not gonna get on here and show my face and lie constantly week after week. That's not who I am. I'm not a liar. I may be a lot of things, but that's not one of them. And I think we have proven ourselves as such. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not worried about no other channel. All I know is about Two Chicks and what we do. And we have not, did any harmful and dangerous content. We have did none of that. We have presented true, legit work from home jobs, and the things that we present can be validated. So again, I think we're a casualty of war because it's not YouTube jobs to prove validity of these job claims, but we just gonna have to operate in some different ways. So anyway.
Yep. Yep, we I was talking about you. I said, we is the queen that was doing Presto Shopper. And then you popped in here. So welcome back. Hey Urban Sprout says welcome back. Mr. Warner says, hey Tan, glad to see you, boo. Stephanie says, hey Tan. Mariah says we all missed you.
Oh, thank y'all.
Adrian says exactly, absolutely. Moonlight says yes. Adrian says your channel has been a safe place for me during COVID 2021.
Thank you. Fun during COVID.
Urban says keep on doing you. Don't let them stop you. Yes, exactly. Shantae says they don't want us to help each other. They think we are finding too many ways to climb up.
Yeah, amen.
Moonlight says agreed. Right. Mariah said you didn't do anything wrong. You helped us so much. A beautiful, honest, legit community for real. I think the fake work from home channels out there are giving the legit channels a hard time. Yep. And it's kind of like those channels were overshadowing the true work from home channels, because I just kept seeing those channels just popping up like popcorn. Urban Sprout says, thank you, ladies. You're welcome.
They all went to the same class.
You're funny. Yeah, I do feel for y'all about taking all the videos down. That's a lot of work gone, but God resets us sometimes for a reason. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Armaze. I received that, Queen. I really do.
Mariah says it's an equal give and take.
Yes, ma'am.
Shantae says yes, a whole notebook that says Two Chicks. Thank you. Thank you, Shantae. Lady Empress says seems like another channel I'm subscribed to. I noticed it's dealing with the same issue. They went live today as well. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moonlight, for the heart. We is trying to understand here what happened, beautiful Two Chicks. Why did you take down your video? Sorry, she came in late.
And we took down the videos because we cannot decipher at this moment what YouTube is looking for and what they are not looking for. Is what we have is harmful and dangerous content. That's what we've been struck with. So we can't decipher what they are looking for. We think we know, but we can't take the chance of them going back and looking at our video. So we're going to have to start from square one again. Now, we will probably release some videos back, some of the lives, some of the resume lives when we get a chance, but we're going to have to go through and look and try to see what's going on with them. Look at the titles, look at some of the thumbnails, and we're going to have to repurpose some things. We couldn't do it while our channel was on strike, just because we didn't want to mess anything up. So we'll slowly bring some stuff back. It may not be all the videos that we ever done. In fact, I know it won't be all the videos we ever done. We're going to probably work through the lives first. I think that's where a lot of the valid information that we talk about a lot of times. I think a lot of people get a lot of information back, a lot of information from the old lives. So we'll probably start there reintroducing some of that. I know some of the resume lies we may go ahead and put back in a few weeks, but again, we really don't know, and we don't want to take a chance. Again, we have worked hard. This is 5 years of six
Yeah.
years
6 years. Yeah.
doing this, and
Mhm.
so we just want to be safe than sorry. So we just, as a collective, just said, hey, let's just take them all down. I think Carol, you left a few up. Did you? I think.
I took them down, and then I looked at the title and the thumbnail, and didn't have any like
Yeah.
monetary in it. So I said, well, I put these back up. Hopefully they stay
Yeah.
up.
So we're trying to be really careful with what we present out there, because again, we don't know, and we're just trying to take all steps to make sure that we are compliant with the YouTube platform. And
Right.
again, we don't know what compliance looks like, so we're basically at a guessing game. Um, we have invested to figure out what compliance look like, but we have not heard word on that yet. So, um, again, we're just trying to do what, I guess, what we think or what God leads us to do. So,
Our maid says, Shantae, that part. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Tanisha. She says, hi, Carol and Tan. Good to see you all. Thank you, Queen. Sherry says, I missed you ladies like crazy. Y'all start my day. Haters be gone. Thank you, Queen Sherry. Mariah says, we support you in this channel. If you need us to join forces and sign a petition or anything, just let us know, Queens. Hugs and kisses. Thank
thank
you,
you so much, Queen. We
Mariah.
appreciate that. And
Um,
y'all, we do appreciate all of the love. We do. And as you know, it has just been Carol and I for 6 years, and we have, as much as I say, oh, I'm tired and sleepy, it does my heart joy when people come on here and be able to take the information and do something with it. So you guys don't know how much you help our heart, more than what you know.
Felicia says, you ladies mean a lot to us too. She says, you and Carol's fruits are excellent in the Lord's sight. She says, you bless so many of us in more ways than you will ever know. Keep working your mantle that God gave you. Thank you, Queen Felicia.
Ooh.
Shantae says she's seeing several other channels having the same problem. That's why she said that they are trying to stop us from climbing out. Girl, the devil in hell can't stop nothing.
Well,
He can't stop Jesus, so you know he ain't gonna be able to stop this. He can try. That's all he can do is try. Adrian said, we appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Queen Adrian.
thank you.
Moonlight said, yep, Shantae. Lady Empress says, right, Shantae. Mariah says, we ain't going anywhere. Thank you, Dale. Teresa says, yes, Carol was cooking with that grease. That's okay, Teresa. I'm still gonna be cooking with it, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Trisha said, let's not sugarcoat it. Y'all got haters. We do, Trisha.
Yeah.
We do.
And I guess yeah, we do. But to me, it's like, how can you hate on something that we're not doing anything? To me, we're not doing anything to hate on. We have been, um, you know, we have been doing this since '06, 2006. We've been working from home, and we've been telling people. So it's not like we have not done the work. So I don't understand how you can hate on people who have done the work and the fruits of their labor is what they put out. So
Right.
I don't get that. I don't get that. And for you to hate on something that we're not even charging money, I mean, I just don't understand. We are not, my goal, and I'm not saying we're not getting money, because we are, but we're not charging. I don't need you guys to come on here and give me a dime. I can take care of me, but what I can say is take the information I give you and put it to work. That's the pay you give me. I'll get my money from Google. That's fine with me. You don't owe me nothing.
Right.
I don't need that from y'all. I need y'all to come on here and listen to this information. I don't need the money from y'all. And so that is what Carol and I, and when we started, that was one of the things I told her. I don't need no money from nobody. Nobody. We are giving on here doing this. We will get it back in the long run. And we have. But we continue to be faithful and come on here and be consistent. The same things we preach to y'all about being consistent. We come on here. We've been getting on here for 6 years consistently. We may have missed a month or two. I'll say in all over the past 6 years combined. We besides these breaks because of YouTube, but combined we probably missed about 3 months because we took out like a month each. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not each year because last year we didn't take
Right.
a break.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I may have taken a break, Carol, but we only took a break consistently one time, and that was one June, and we just didn't do nothing because we was having issues with the blog. But I think you still did YouTube. We just didn't do lives.
Right.
We have been consistent with putting out information for 6 years, no breaks. Carol has not taken a break since we started. She has posted videos consistently every day for 6 years. Even with the death in her family this year, she still showed up.
Yep, I
And
have.
and
And I'm gonna
so
continue to show up as
yeah,
long as God let me.
so she is dedicated. Even when I told her, I was like, you ain't got to make any videos. You don't have to. You need to, She's like, no, I just won't do the lives. I'm gonna still make my videos. And I said, okay. So we gonna show up. No matter if you hating on us, you don't do what you gotta do. That's fine with me. I'm good. You wouldn't be the first one. I work with people who don't like me every day. Don't bother me. They really don't. So, um, and it's not, I think I'm nice to people. It's just that I I do my job. I do my job to the best of my ability, and I'm not a dummy. And people don't like that. So that's fine with me. I'm good with that. I have friends. I don't go to work for that. Um, so, but what I tell you this, we gonna show up. I'm gonna show up. When I get here, I'm gonna do the best job I can. You gonna learn something, and I'm gonna get off. I might be late though. I would be late. I would be late now. I'm gonna be late. But
But you
again,
gonna show up. That's
I'm
what
gonna
counts.
show up. I'm like Cat Weeds. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna do the best job I can.
Lady Empress, she says, right, there were so many channels like that. Yep, they were
Yeah.
just popping up like popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Earl says, collateral damage. Dale says, you are doing a great job. I was looking for two chicks, though he said, I thought it was me because I wasn't getting notifications. No weapon formed against two chicks shall prevail. All right, Dale, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Adrian says, yes, I agree with you, Tan. Earl says,
Mm-hmm.
y'all being POW in these YouTube streets needs the Navy SEAL and the Delta Force to get you
Let me send them
out.
on. Send them. Tell them to come on.
Earl said he sent them looking for us.
Oh Lord.
She says, thanks, Carl. Mr. Wanda says, I love you. I got to go to Bible
Oh, I
study.
love
Thank
you
you,
too,
Mr.
Queen.
Wanda.
Go
We love
ahead.
you too, girl.
Pray for us. Just a little
Mr.
prayer.
Wanda, she got blessed with two jobs while we was out on a hiatus. So God is still
Look
working.
at you, Queen. Praise
Yeah,
God. Praise
she
Him.
sure did. We said, OMG, that has been going on lately. I watched the video where someone said it was about links, affiliate links or so, but I don't think it is true.
We can't. I don't know.
I don't
Now
think
that
so.
I don't think that was our issue. I must. Let's stop. our issue. I can't say anybody else's. I can only speak with as far as us goes. I don't think that was our issue, but again, we don't know what they looking for, so we can't say.
Right. We still don't know, aren't we? And
No.
it's been some months now, like since
Mhm.
February, because February is when we first got the warning from them. So it's been since
Excuse me.
February. Here it is, July, and we still don't know.
Excuse me. What? You do that?
Yeah. Adrian says, all things happen for the greater good. She says, we got this, and something wonderful is happening for you too and me. This
Oh,
affirmation helps me. Thank you,
thank
Queen Adrian. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Thank you, Anwi. She says, you two are the best. All right,
Thank
girl.
you.
Thank you. Moonlight said, I don't think YouTube knows what complaint
Right.
looks like.
Me. Me.
Oh, that's so funny. Our main says, so YouTube takes the channel down but doesn't let you all know how you are out of compliance. Nope. They just give you an email, our maze, that says
You violated
you
harmful behavior.
violated one of their policies, but it doesn't tell you like how you violated, like
What
whatever
you
was in the
did.
video, what was said, what was stated, was it the thumbnail, was it the title, was it the actual video? It doesn't tell you any of that.
No.
No. We says all the side hustles I know I learned from you too. And yes, you are right, Carl. I am the pressed up queen.
Oh,
Laugh
thank
out
you.
loud. Moonlight says, Amen. So right says, I wish there was more accountability for the platform to be direct and specific.
Mhm.
Also, viewers should do some research and homework to your channel is a guide and blueprint to a self-sufficient to be self-sufficient. Thank you,
Thank
Queen.
you,
So
Queen.
right.
That's what we wanted. You know, a lot of times we don't have the information. We don't. We don't. And I'm somebody gave me the information, just gave it to me. Happenstance. I didn't ask for it. I didn't necessarily want the information, but I think God just brought it to me because I don't know. I'm a hustler. I'll say that. Thank you, God. But when I passed it on, I was passing it on to people that I don't think respected what it was. You know what it was that I was trying to do. I was really trying to help somebody, and the one person that really showed me that they were thankful for the information was the person to my left. They were thankful for the information. And I've always been a giver of information. I've never been a gatekeeper because I'm like everybody can do it. Everybody. You know,
Right. Any and everybody.
yeah, that's always been my mindset. If I grow, people grow. If we grow people, we all gonna prosper. We all gonna do good. And I think the people who may have an issue with us is mad because we move people. We move people. People who come over here are not the same when they leave. People flourish. They, make more money. They can feed their family. They can come on. We are able to bless people because of this platform. Ourselves, we're able to use the fruits that we have gained to give back and to bless people. And I think maybe that's why people don't particularly, I'm not gonna say like us, or maybe just, I don't know. Um, but it's always been my desire to help the next person. And if this is the way I help the next person, then don't be mad at me. You just figure out a way to help the next person better than I would. That would be my thinking for me.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Queen. So right. Thank
All
you,
right,
Queen
because that's
Sherry.
self-sufficient.
Yep, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now don't be surprised. So right, if you see blueprint to self-sufficient on the title. Sherry said, definitely our blessing. I learned so much from y'all. I used to struggle terribly. She says, now I'm hustling. Thank you, ladies. We love you, ladies. Thank you, Queen Sherry. I like that too. Struggling
Mm-hmm.
to hustling. That's
Yeah.
another title. Thank y'all. See, y'all helping us. Y'all
Yeah.
just don't know it. I like that too. Thank you,
Yeah.
Queen Sherry.
Appreciate it. And if y'all got some more titles, put them in the chat for us. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know. We don't know.
Right.
And I'm not ashamed to say I don't know. I'm not ashamed to say that, because out of not knowing, somebody on here gonna know and gonna help us. That's what's gonna happen. Because, just like y'all learn from us, we learn from y'all. So if y'all can give us some YouTube compliance titles, some catchy stuff, people gonna steal it anyway, but just put it down here so we can all eat. You understand me, ma'am?
So
and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. Ain't no shame in my game. Carol and I have been doing this a long time, and y'all know we don't want nothing from y'all. But if y'all could drop a few titles in there, would be great. Just kidding.
Thank you, so right. Thank you, Queen Sherry. Anybody else got some titles? Y'all drop it like it's hot in this chat. Everybody they hate that you are doing good for others. Yeah, I think some people do. Yeah, I think some people do. Yes. Teresa said people hate when they are miserable and jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. And so and that's the thing. You hate, but you really don't know what you hate on. You really don't know. You don't know what troubles we have in our life. You don't know. You don't know what we go through on a day basis. You don't know. You don't know what struggles we have. But we can get on here.
Knows I done had some.
We get on here and come on here to show up for what we have signed up for. And we're going to come on here. Y'all, I may have fussed at my kids before I got on here, or I may be tired and had something going on before I got on here, but I'm going to show up on here because that's how much this means to me. I told my husband, I was like, I came in the door, I was like, look, I'm going to have to get on here at 6:00. Carolyn got on, I got to get on here. And he was like, okay, he understands because he knows this is a part of me and I show up for this. So, and just like I tell my kids, if you want something, if you invested in something, you show up. You may not show up the same every day. It may not look good every time you show up. But if you show up and you keep showing up, some good gonna happen out of it. So I live by that. I tell my kids that. So every day we don't show up the same. We're not showing up 100% every day. It's some days I show up 10%. And I'm here to say it. I got 10% to give you. That's all I got. But I'm gonna give you that 10% the best I can. And tomorrow I may have 50, I may have 60. So you show up the best way you can, but show up. That's all anybody can ask for. It's just show up.
Thank you, Felicia. She says you do so much more than just work from home videos. You give gift cards, laptops. You pray for and with us. She says you have developed so many relationships with all of us. This is a part of y'all's ministry. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. Nick says, God bless you all with double because your hearts are in the right place and you all do it with love and have acknowledged him. He says, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that.
All things we
thank
do.
You, Adrian. Adrian says, my condolences. Thank you so much. Hey, Devin. She says, happy Taco Tuesday, everyone.
Taco.
I did my nephew / son, because he was with me when he was first born. I had him all the time. Somebody unalived him in January. Yes. Yep, I did. So
y'all didn't know, but she showed up every day. She was showing up.
Condolences. Thank y'all. Appreciate that.
And Carol has lost her mom through this journey with us. So even with that,
I lost a few people like before and after my mom. Because my mom, she was a twin. So her twin passed first, and then she passed, and then their baby brother passed, and then my nephew passed this year.
So that's why I say people, y'all don't know what goes on behind the scenes, For y'all don't know, Carol found out that her nephew / son passed when we were on live in January. Yes. We were on live.
He was missing, and
she still got on. Text. And I told her, I said, we
were streaming. I had to get off of here because I was breaking down. So, but it's gonna be okay. They gonna figure it out and find out like what exactly happened to him because we still really don't know to this day. They got one person in custody, but we waiting on them to pick up this second person.
So it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes for people who hate and who, if y'all like to get us, then that's fine. That's fine. But we have showed up during the rough times, during the struggles, during a lot of things that were going on in our life. We showed up, and because we committed to this. So it's not, we don't, when we got struck, I was a little depressed. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah, you was.
5 years,
What's going on?
6 years worth of work, and all of the things that we have built off of here, the blogs and things that have sprouted just because we planted this seed, all of the other seeds.
The
So
fruit.
Yeah, and we have to think about that. And it took a toll on me because this is time away from my kids and time away from my family, my husband, and it did take a toll on me. I was low key like, wait a minute, God, I know we didn't do all of this, for this to happen. And he said, just stay faithful. Just stay faithful. And that's all we can do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep showing up until they say, hey, you can't show up no more. But then after that, I'm gonna keep showing up because I'm hard headed. I just do it.
Adrian, she says, thank you for comforting me when my mom graduated out of here in October 2022. She says, woo, I needed y'all. She says, thank you.
Thank you, Queen. You never know.
Well, our moms left the same year, Adrian, because mine left on Tan's birthday in 2022.
Yeah.
So they left the same year. Ms. Wilkinson says, hi, Tan, it's because y'all are giving out the info for free. She says that they be charging for it and they are losing viewers as well. I have noticed some of those channels don't appear anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay McClinton. She says, I appreciate you, Tan and Kerr. My condolences, Kerr. Thank you, Queen. Adrian says, I feel the same way, Tan. I do not go to work to make friends, but she says, that's right, Tan. I go to work to get paid, not to make friends. Meek says some of the other channels provide false services as well, so that could be also a factor. Yeah. We said, YouTube, please don't do this. Like resume services and stuff like that. She says, yeah. She says, used to think I'm weird for saying to people used to think I'm weird for saying do go to work and go start calling joke your friend because y'all learn real quick the worst way. Make friends outside of work, people. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Alicia said that is.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this, Meeks. I met the person on my left at a job. I wasn't looking for no friends, but she is. She's one of my best friends. So I can't say that works for everything. But I think because we have like the same kind of mindset, we may not be the same, but our mindset the same. We like to hustle. So
true.
You can pick up some good ones along the way.
Felicia said that is the same way Facebook did me. I still don't know what I did, so I told them queso. She said they were striking work from home channels as well. Facebook.
Yep. I saw it too, mate.
She says, I will be right back. Our maid says people who come over here and are not the same when they leave. Absolute facts. So true, Tan. Thank you both. Thank you, Queen. So right says, I love it. Felicia said, from noodles to real eyes. Now that's funny, Felicia. And somebody's gonna catch that. I caught it. Somebody will catch that. So I like that.
That's the title. Thank you.
Come
get
noodles
to it.
Yeah, that's the title. I'm gonna type that right here on my little pad I get. Moonlight says hustling side hustles.
Okay.
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 Thank you, Moonlight. Thank you, Felicia. Mocha
Mhm.
C says, I have to honestly say that your knowledge has helped me several times in ways, though I am still in a slow pace to do the hustling, but I have been blessed. She says, thanks, ladies. Thank you, Mocha
Thank
C.
you.
And you've been here for quite some time,
Yes.
so we appreciate your loyalty. Thank you so much.
Thank
Agent says,
you.
that's right. Hey, Keisha. Keisha says, hey,
Hey.
beautiful ladies. I'm so glad to see
Oh, thank you,
y'all.
Queen. Hey, Keisha.
Meek said, you making her grab her tissue
Oh,
box.
Meeks. You know it's love, Queen.
Queen Sherry, she says, you're welcome. Natalie says, thank you for the encouraging words. God bless y'all.
Thank
Thank you, Queen Natalie. Keisha said, y'all didn't come this far. She says, y'all didn't come this far to come this far.
you. Well, thank you,
True.
Keisha. It's true. And that's why I said,
Nick says,
stay faithful.
uh, yeah. Nick says, you are all welcome. Jay McClinton, she says, is Ellis still hiring? Yeah,
All day.
all day, every day, Queen.
Make sure you.
Thank you, Devin, for your condolences. Keisha says, I send healing, love, and light to you, Kurt. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate the prayers and the hugs. Thank you, Jay McClinton. Thank you so much. Agent says, I remember when you shared that about your mom, same year as my mom. Yeah, same
Remember.
year, different month, same year though.
Mhm.
That was tough for me. That was real tough. Stephanie says, I had a friend and her son who was 9 at the time was my ex-boyfriend of
Mhm.
hers. It took a while to
Ooh.
figure out who did it, but he's locked up for life. Glad they caught
Mhm.
him, Stephanie. Sorry to hear about your friend, Queen. Ooh. Sherry says, sorry for your loss, Miss Carr. Thank you, Queen. Moonlight says, oh no, complete sympathies, and may our precious Heavenly Father comfort you and your families, both of you. Thank you. Thank you so
Ooh.
much. He said, yes, ma'am. Sometimes all our partner needs to do is show up. No matter if we say a word, just our precious presence
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, I used to watch him when he was a toddler.
Mhm.
It's the hard part because you be remembering when they was babies and little. And my nephew, he was 22 years old. His birthday just passed, so he would have been 23 this year. Sherry says, I remember that. Shantae says, I'm telling y'all, it's because you are helping. Probably so.
Yeah, and I get that, Shanti. I do, but it's like, oh, take some notes. Take some notes.
Girl, you so silly.
Because
Thank you,
this is the
Teresa.
thing. If you why this is what why are you charging people for free information? That was my whole thing. Everything we tell y'all is free. You can go out there and Google, Chat GPT, do whatever
Mhm.
you want to do. We just put it in a way, we packaged it up nice so we can present it to people. But it's all free information. So if you hating on me because I give free information, then what's wrong with
Right.
you?
Right.
Not me. I'm not
Something
the
wrong.
problem. So
Mm-hmm.
it is, it is.
Felicia said, my condolences, Carl. Love you, Queen. Thank you, Felicia. Love you too, Queen. Me says, I remember when something happened, but didn't know at the time what happened. She says, glad you stayed strong, Carl. Be confident, Queen. Thank you.
Mhm.
Shantae said, they just don't want us to strive. They want us to struggle.
Mhm. I believe it. But see,
Yeah.
they can't determine what you do.
Right.
That's I've always been like that. I'm a person you can tell me no, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it
Mm-hmm.
out. You can tell me, oh, you ain't gonna do okay. All right. Mhm. All right. I don't care if it take me all day, every day to the day I'll take my last breath. I'm gonna figure it out. And I've always been like that. People didn't like it. Oh well.
Me says, and they will. Our timing is oftentimes not God's timing, but one thing for certain is He always is on time.
Mhm.
All the weeping won't be in vain. Justice will prevail. Thank
And I
you, Mix.
believe it. I received that mix. Thank you. And I received that. I think once this little thing is over with YouTube, I think we'll be okay. Because again, I'm with y'all. We ain't come this far to come this far. And we do good works. I feel like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we are not we are not takers.
Right.
We feed people, and I'm not saying as far as monetarily. I'm talking about knowledge. Anything we feed, and we have about groceries. We've done that, but we come
Mm-hmm.
on here every week and feed with knowledge. So
True. Thank you, Dale. Dale says, sincere condolences. Life happens to the best of us. God is our strength in weakness. Thank you
yes,
so
thank
much.
you.
It's okay, Meeks. Meeks says, sorry for the typos. Keisha says, you're welcome, Carol. Hey, Frankie. She says, good evening, Two Chicks and fam. My condolences, Carol. I've been listening in. I'm so grateful for you and this community. My hustle has slowed down too. Just listening to you brings me comfort. Thank you, Frankie. We appreciate that. Me says, I met some of my friends through my job, but we were not friends while on the job. We became friends.
Okay.
Okay, after one or both left the job. Lisa says, thank you, ladies, for all of your help. Thank you, Lisa. Because without y'all, ain't no two chicks. Me and
Yeah,
Tana just be sitting on her talking to ourselves,
yeah.
talking to each other. Couldn't grow the community without the lovely queens and kings
Mhm.
of
And
the
we
community.
appreciate y'all telling people about us, y'all
Sharing
sharing
the
our channel,
information, yeah. Coming on
sharing
the
the
lives.
information, because you don't have to. We
Uh-uh.
appreciate it.
No. Stephanie says free information is like a teacher giving you the answers to a test. You can't even take it. Earl said, okay, fam. He said, got to leave, but he would keep rebuking the devil on our behalf. Thank you,
Thank you,
Earl.
Earl. I appreciate it.
1-2 punch, knock him out. Knock him out the box.
Knock
Me
it so hard you get these strikes off, Earl.
All right. Me said, have a good rest of your day, Earl. Frankie said, I was walking around the house
Hold
discombobulated.
on, Earl. Hold on.
Okay. Because I was not seeing your new content. Tan, I may be behind your bookcase at times, but I love this community. Thank you, Frankie. And it's okay. You have to kind of move, at your own pace. So you'll come out from behind that bookcase one day. It's all right. Because we had some other queens here. They just listen. They listen, I'd say maybe like a month or two, and then they took action. So sometimes it's good to listen because we got a lot of people that don't listen. They don't listen and then they miss the information. I try to tell people that, like, if you don't listen, what you gonna do when the instructor in the class trying to train you and teach you on how to do the job? If you won't listen to me doing these little 10-15 minute videos and you got something to say about that, what you gonna do when the instructor is on the screen and trying to tell you, oh, you supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that? You're gonna have to listen to somebody at some point. So it's okay, Frankie. Lillian says she had to leave for a moment, but she is back. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, Lillian. Stephanie says that was me watching for a bit. So Stephanie says she was watching Frankie for a bit. It was some other queens that were watching for a minute, and then they just said, you know what? I'm gonna stop watching. I'm just gonna jump right on in. I mean, it's a learning curve. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, Frankie, with the side gigs and the side hustle, the very first time, you're gonna make a mistake. You may make 2-3 mistakes. But you just keep going, keep trying, keep pushing until you catch on. And that's okay. It's okay to look and listen and learn. Well, thank y'all so much for the title. So let's see, we got I got 3 of them here. And I got 4. I got hustling side hustles. I got from noodles to realize. I got struggling to hustling, and I got the blueprint to being self-sufficient. So if y'all got any more titles for us, y'all can email us the titles, or you can drop them here on the stream. You didn't miss them, Lillian. I gotta see if Tan even got them on the. Let me see if she got them on the blog. But no, ma'am, you did not miss them. So again, when we make these videos, y'all, because we don't know what the body's scanning for. So if it don't say remote job in the title, that don't mean that we ain't talking about job, because we will. I'm gonna see if we can kind of get by. I think we can get by with saying work from home jobs, or work from home, or at home jobs, or remote job. I think we can get by with in the title, and I don't think it'll be a problem or issue. It's just that we cannot post the dollar amount. It's a problem if we post the dollar amount. They gonna flag it. So can't post the dollar amounts on the titles, nor can we. I don't think we can put them on the thumbnails either. I don't even want to chance it.
Yeah, they your insurance pay for
we skating on thin ice. So we don't want that ice to break. You got the job. We ready.
Okay. Shoot, hold on.
Meek says, I walked right by this bookcase the very first Sunday I found you ladies and got hired in hours. Lord knows I was so desperate that Sunday. So much was happening at that time. Ooh, Lord knows. All right, Meek.
I remember Meek.
Got hired in some hours. Won't he do it?
God is good. And God gonna get us through this, y'all. We're gonna weather the storm. Again, if something happen, y'all know where to find us. We're gonna keep going, because again, we did not do this in vain. And again, we get a lot out of this, more than the monetary. Just y'all coming on here showing love to us, and you know what I'm saying, letting us know, you found jobs and things like that. It's uplifting to us, because we know the information is doing what it's supposed to do. It's information, and we know life, but this information does information. And I'm gonna have my bookcase back probably tomorrow. I just didn't feel like fooling with it today. So yeah, I got my plantation shoulder. So again, we still gonna do the same thing. Again, it may just look a little different. But again, we are still going to put out this information. We're not going to let it stop us. We are committed to this. This is 6 years of work for us. So it's more than just a YouTube channel. This is a community we have created. These are relationships that we have, virtual relationships that we have created.
Built up.
Yeah, our virtual family.
Yeah.
You guys know who you are. Even if you don't come every week, even if you're not a regular, if you come and just are in the chat, or if you behind the bookcase, you still are family. You still are part of this community. This is a community where you can come and know that you will get something that will feed you, that will be able to help you feed your family. You will get the truth. You won't get anything that we are trying to mislead. We are not trying to do that. We are trying to make sure everybody eats. And that has been our saying for a long time. Everybody can eat. We all can eat at the table. Mm-hmm. We all may not can eat steak every day, but we'll eat. Sometimes somebody might have to eat chicken, but that's okay. That's quite all right. So it all evens out, and we are here to help each other grow. No, we don't have all the same skill sets. No, we are all not alike. No, we don't all beat the same drum, but we come on here to share and to help each other collectively, and that's what's important, because you may be strong in something I'm weak in, and I may be strong in something you weak in, and we all can teach each other and make us ourselves better. So that's what it's about for me.
Right.
Yeah, it's more than this just channel putting up jobs and things like that. It's more than that. We give more than that. We give more than that.
Makes you so funny. Victoria says, hi, welcome back. Thank you, Queen. Frankie says, I have been with you guys for, I'm going to put this up here. She says, for about 3 years, just slowing down. My eggs are prolific, second to none. She got eye secret shot, Ipsos, and a few others that I have not yet cracked open. Well, that's good.
All right,
Girl, you're doing good. So right said the side hustlers guide. I like that one. Thank you. So right.
All right, y'all keep dropping them. Appreciate it.
Me said, and I still have that first side gig too. She said, on it right now. Okay, she says, had to pick it up and dust it off when Outlier went cold. Outlier was my best gig, but it's cold. It's not working for me right now. She said, dark black screen started again. Get it together. YouTube. She said, I have lost some weight. Okay, girl. She said, I'm down to 162 pounds.
Girl.
Okay, Keisha, that's good. Girl, that's real good. Congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, said Frankie. Congratulations, Frankie, on your eggs, Queen. That's a lot of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a lot of eggs.
What? So, Teresa, that's all I want to eat is chicken.
She said, what's wrong with chicken? Laugh out loud. Latrice says, hi, have you not taken the COVID-19 vaccine? If you have not, do not. I am going to say, well, unless you are able to honestly say that you did not take it. Girl, we don't even know what you're talking about, Latrice.
But that's fine if you don't want to. That's fine. All right, y'all, we're going to get to these jobs. We have 10 remote claims specialist jobs. I'm going to read through a few of them. I'm just going to read through them quick because I don't know what they want to play with us either. I don't know.
So funny.
No, we don't know.
Can you read it in Chinese?
Huh?
Can you read it in Chinese, Japanese, another language?
Okay. The first one is Hartford. They have a claim specialist, general liability. You will conduct investigations and extensive claim file reviews on assigned cases, determine coverage, draft position. Bachelor's degree is required. This is a remote position, pays 106 to 159. I better not say that. Oops, sorry, they pay. Another place with the Hartford, it's 100% remote. And I'm doing this, y'all, and I'm not trying to be funny, but we really just don't know. The link is in the chat. Y'all can go over and see. I'm gonna read a couple of them, but I'm not gonna say the money. I'm not gonna say that because I shouldn't have said it in there. The second one is a senior claims representative for the Hartford again. Make sure you check that one out. The third one is a marine claims consultant for the Hartford. This is a remote, so make sure you check that out. It does require some experience. I'm gonna do number 8. UFG Insurance is looking for a claim specialist too. Bachelor's degree preferred, not required. Review new claim assignments, the nature of the claim.
He's laughing. She said they pay.
They pay, yeah. This is a remote position. Again, y'all, we just don't know what they're looking for. So I'm not going. Number 6, and this probably is the last one I read. Aon is looking for a claims specialist 2, minimum of 2 years experience in claims, review service claims, and plan provisions. And these are nice paying positions, so make sure you check them out. It is 10 of them. Again, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't know what they looking for, what they ain't looking for, and I don't want to be the cause of us going.
Girl, they had me laughing.
Oh, from crumbs to overflow.
Oh, okay, I like that one. Thank you, Felicia.
Felicia, you full of phrases, ain't it, Felicia? Appreciate you.
They tripping off of it. They pay. Thank you, Keisha. So Keisha was letting you guys know that Gigspot has over 2,000 telephone and web shops available.
Okay, I'm up to 537.
What on Gigspot?
Mm-hmm. You know, I was at 2 at one point. Remember they had took out 100. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's still good. So y'all be sure to check out Gigspot. If you got a phone, you can do Gigspot with a phone. Telephone mystery shop.
Y'all make sure y'all check them out.
Frankie says, thanks, Lillian. Lady Empress said, these dang on boys laugh out loud, go away. So Right says, spill the tea. She want to know, how did you lose that weight, Keisha? They saying, spill it. Spill the tea. Tanisha says, congratulations on your weight loss. And Keisha says she did the berberine, the black seed oil, the cayenne pepper. Now I got some cayenne, and I've been doing it too with the cayenne pepper, putting it on my cucumbers. She did a 10-day green smoothie cleanse a month ago and didn't eat meat or sugar. Yep. She says all she ate was vegetable soup and she has been walking. All right, girl. She says, thanks, Tanisha. Felicia says, yes, my queens are back and I've been holding on to these. So Right says, thanks for that info, Keisha. Keisha says, you guys are welcome. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to Keisha's channel. Mm-hmm. She has a YouTube channel. And she does do a lot of live streams.
Yeah.
So y'all go over there and subscribe to the Queen's channel.
All right.
Check her out.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Again, thank you for all the love and support. Appreciate it. I'm sure Carol appreciated it just as much as I do. Thank y'all again. We will be on here tomorrow, Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that when you said tomorrow, and I was like, it sure is Wednesday.
Yeah, so we
our regular day, right?
And I regularly scheduled live times. We're going to try to continue. Again, I don't know about the everyday videos. I'll let Carol decide that what she thinks is if what we can get away with, that's fine with me. Again, thank y'all so much.
Again, the old way, 2019, when I was doing the live streams every day.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all come check out my girl if she do live streams every day. But thank y'all so much for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for missing us because we missed y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all.
And to everybody else, to all the other work from home channels that was looking for us, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. There was a few that were looking for us that were made it down.
Me said, no, don't leave, or just leave it up and running me. She said, we don't know if they're going to take y'all away again. Sonya said, "Have a good evening, everyone. We are glad you two are
So
back. Thank you, Queen. Thank you,
and
Tanisha. Thank you, Shantae.
and we gonna get through this, guys. We're gonna get through this. Thank you for the support. Guy has gotten us. He has taken care of us this long. He has brought us this far, and we are faithful in knowing that he will not fail us, and that we will get back to what we were our regularly scheduled program. So y'all be blessed. We will see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you, Lillian. She says, "Thank y'all for everything. Y'all are a blessing. Thank you, Lady Empress, for the hearts.
Yeah. We will be back. We will be back doing the same regular scheduled program tomorrow. We're gonna try to go a little early.
Teresa, click on her name. It's her name, Mocha Moments, Keisha's channel.
Yeah.
She's in here under her channel's name. So yeah.
So
We'll
be back tomorrow.
Wednesday, hopefully, Tangy, you can pop up here by 2:00.
I don't get off till 5 tomorrow. I'm working 10s this week. Oh my goodness.
At 2:00.
But I will try to get on. I know Thursday I was gonna try to get on, but we'll see. We're gonna probably try to do a few lives.
So y'all gonna be off, right?
Yeah, we'll be off Thursday and Friday. I'll be off Thursday and Friday. Yeah. So y'all know it is my birthday month. So y'all invite y'all friends and family to the Facebook group. Let's do the Facebook group. I'll invite your friends and family to the Facebook group. And I think I'll do a giveaway for my birthday. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to do one. It's not affiliated with YouTube in any way. They not provide anything. What else we supposed to say? I don't know. Nothing. No, we doing it all our own. We've been doing it for 6 years. We doing it. I put the disclaimer in the box. Hell, I don't know. I'm lost. But I'm doing one for my birthday. Y'all make sure y'all invite people to your Facebook group. And anything else, Carol?
That's all.
All righty. Oh, Cancer love. Now.
No, she said her
I'm going to say this. Hold on. Let me say this before I get on her. Y'all better come on through for my birthday like y'all be coming through for Carol Libra season, because y'all be showing up in October this year. So come on through for the cancers.
Hater.
Yeah, I am hating. Y'all be showing up with the Tim's on.
Whatever. Yeah, I can't help because a lot of people on here birthday is in October and not July. My niece gonna come on here for you, Tan.
I know. That's she gets it. She gets it. So y'all, I probably won't do it on the 21st because I'm going to the birthday trip. I'm so excited. Okay.
Don't nobody care.
But I think I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna try. I got the internet, so I'm gonna try to stream the day before my birthday. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll let you know, but I'm gonna try to stream. Yep, I did buy the stream package, so we're gonna see. So right. I am going to Alaska. I think I'm crazy. Yes, I am.
You are.
Yep. For my birthday. So, anyway.
We don't care nothing about her birthday. We don't care nothing about that she going to Alaska.
Anyway. I'm going to Alaska for my birthday. So I invited my friend Carol, but she be acting like she anti-boat. She be anti-boat.
Scared of the water.
See, that's what I'm saying. Every time she anti-boat, I'm gonna have to drag her one day. But I'm not going to drag on this because this is a long one. It's 7 days. So I don't think that this should be your first one.
It's an Alaskan cruise.
Yeah. So Carol don't jump on the water. I jump on there.
It is your thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to Juneau, Sitka, Skagway, and then we're going to Victoria. We're going to Victoria, British Columbia in Canada. Yep. So that's where we're going. Yep. And I'll come back and tell you, I'm going to try to stream that Wednesday when we get out. I'll see if I can stream. I bought the stream package, so hopefully this time it really will work. Oh, thank you, so right. One of my friends in high school, she was stationed in Alaska in the 90s, and I'm dating myself. And I remember she sent me a Polaroid picture. She had a little geo tracker, and a big moose was standing next to it. I still got the picture in my box somewhere. I've kept it all these years, but yeah, I'm waiting. I also want to see the whales. So I went to a job conference last week, and we went whale watching, me and my husband. I did get to see a minke whale. I got to saw a whale. I sent it to Carol. She wasn't excited as I was. I could tell by her response.
I couldn't see it. I saw some dolphins or something. That's what you sent me.
No, I sent you the fin of the minke whale. Okay.
Oh, that was the fin. Oh, I thought that was the dolphin. I didn't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. She don't get it. Anyway.
My fault.
Anyway, so
we should have a great time. So Bryce said nice. I think Alaska is beautiful and so different. So Stephanie says her friend went on an Alaskan cruise for her honeymoon when she got married.
Oh, I'm excited.
Sherry said her son's birthday is in July.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful month to be born in. So nice. You take this for Mom in the kitchen. Put it in the microwave.
His parents are okay with it.
How you know?
He told his parents.
But, okay.
He told.
Are you sure? Okay. Okay.
You want to dump this out?
No. Put it in the microwave, please.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, we will see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all.
Thank y'all so much for your
Thank y'all for coming and joining us. Thank you for the love and the support.
Okay. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, I'm going to have to talk to you because I need to know a couple of things.
Okay.
All righty. Y'all have a good one.
Y'all have a good night. Bye, everybody. We'll see y'all tomorrow. 2:00 then.
Bye-bye.